We've got some unfinished business. With Alien Trilogy for PlayStation.
That's right.
How about that?
It's like all 3 games combined in one, like Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
But there weren't actually 3 Alien games that this is combined.
I mean, there are 3. It's like the 3 movies, plot points of all 3 movies, put into the game.
Yeah.
So like they've got the dog aliens from the 3rd game. And such. And such. If your memory card is full, does it take it longer to load in Final Fantasy VII?
Only if it's full of Final Fantasy VII saves.
Because like I remember whenever we would load it, it would go boop boop.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to turn the.
But we had that many saves.
Well, yeah. No. I
thought that's how mine loaded always. I thought that's how the game loaded.
So, yeah, because I remember your memory card, or my memory card would just boop, it would just go all the way up.
Yeah.
But yours would go boop, boop, like at the end, right?
Yeah.
And then I realized when I was making, God damn it, I got to turn this thing on. Will you give me the remote that's on the right?
Yeah, Minin, they used green screen.
Thank you.
For the dog, they used a lot of green screen, chroma key style shit in Alien 3, and I haven't seen Alien 3, but I heard it looks really bad because they did a lot of chroma key stuff instead of just like having the actor on set. They just like chroma keyed them in. So like the dogs look really bad.
Ooh. And then there's the PlayStation controller on the coffee table there. But yeah,
starting it up.
I was in the middle of saying something there.
Well, these graphics are sweet.
Something about memory cards. Yeah. So I noticed when I started saving more Final Fantasy slots to make those practice saves, it started hitching more on that bar until like it was full, right? But my other memory card is full. It just doesn't have any other Final Fantasy VII saves, you know? But the one that's full of Final Fantasy VII saves, that one sits there and hitches up slowly.
They couldn't have an actor. I thought they did. Is the dog alien just CG? I know that movie uses green screen with other stuff. Maybe the dogs are CG and the other aliens are green screened in. I know that movie uses green screen effects and it just looks shitty. I think it was David Fincher did that one. It wasn't Ridley Scott.
Yeah, and like, I'm sure.
And the second one was James Cameron. Oh fuck! I think you have to go to load.
Yeah, you have to go to like memory card management. Hang on, we got to get the right.
What is? Oh! It just went to the demo.
Oh, okay. Hang on, I'm gonna pop over here. Ignore that camera. Ignore Flex crotch cam here for a second. I just want to see something. We're gonna go. Okay, there we go. And then now,
it should be on Raging Terror.
If we turn this to PS1, I think it's the 320 mode. Once you get back in game, I'll be able to know for sure, though. Oh yeah, remember how good the music was?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's looking pretty good.
Dude, I posted that Trent Reznor remix of that Danny Elfman song like a month ago, and then like the other day someone posted like, dude, why haven't I heard this? Like the same video.
Oh,
like, I don't know, dude. I posted like a month ago. Oh, okay, yep. We're playing Alien where you automatically shoot. Triangle is switch weapons, right?
Alright, yeah. Oh, those numbers look great. Pop over here, yeah.
Door activated.
Oh, yeah. Alright. We're looking good. So let's just turn that off.
You have 34 ammo. Okay, we got a lot of ammo with this gun. What is the pulse rifle?
Alright, there we go.
This must be the pulse rifle.
Now.
Yeah, 846. Yep.
Depends also on the memory card. Some old third-party ones were somewhat slower. Yeah, I've
that's the grenade.
right now I've got all Sony memory cards. When I was younger though, I had this one memory card that was like 28 memory cards in one.
Yeah, totally.
It had 2 buttons on it, and one of them switched like A, B, C, D, and the other one switched like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and or maybe it was A, B, C, and there were 8 for 24. I don't know, something like that. But that was the only third-party one I had when I was younger.
It seemed like such a sweet thing, but I would be so afraid that it just wouldn't, like, that it would just wipe all your data. Because, like, it's like you're putting all your eggs in one basket on that motherfucker.
Yeah, right. If it fails, everything fails.
You lose all your data. What the fuck? Why did it just shoot it, like, over all their heads? These guys don't seem very threatening. It's like they want to play. It's like they're a bunch of golden retrievers they used.
Yeah. Right, like they're releasing the hounds, you know, but it's like a bunch of happy yippy dogs.
Yeah.
Wagging their tails.
Release the Shiba Inus.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's like The Thing, where they had the dog alien thing.
So nowadays I'm oh yeah, and its face like opens like a flower.
Yeah, dude, that movie is so awesome.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I'm like, why the fuck haven't I seen this?
Right, yeah. So I was...
Why is it green?
What are we
now?
talking about? Oh yeah. So I got this
Why is it green?
Did you perhaps pick up night vision?
Maybe, but like, wouldn't I see that? No, I don't have that in.
Huh. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. But the white is still white, meaning it's not like a connection issue. So
I got. Okay, go ahead.
As far as like memory cards go, so I've got like one PS1 memory card, just a regular 15 block Sony one, you know? And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, what I'll do is I'll use I also got back when the PS3 first came out, you know. Oh, that was the bonus area. Remember the bonus areas?
Oh. Okay, whatever.
So, I got this...
I'm gonna memory card because that one time it didn't load. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, remember this?
Not really. What do we do?
We have to delete our file, and then we have to save every time.
Okay, so we have to go like...
Whoa. Yeah, I guess you gotta go find it.
I mean, should we just delete... Didn't we delete something else,
So, we didn't last time, but this time, yeah, we can delete Alien Trilogy save games, and then we can also, for now, right? And then we can also, yeah, delete Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah, I mean, if we play Parappa again, we're just gonna start it again.
Right.
Like, what are we gonna do? Skip the fucking car song? That's the best song in the game.
So this is actually what I was just getting at.
What do you guys think is the best song in Parappa? It's the fucking car song.
Well, so this is what I was just getting at, which is that I have I've got a 15 block memory card, right? And when the PS3 first came out, PS3 was the, you know, after PS1 and PS2 had the same controller port and the same memory card port, here comes PS3, it doesn't have those ports on it, right? But it can play PS1 and PS2 games.
Wait, what?
What?
PS3 doesn't have a port for...
For a PlayStation memory card.
Oh, and it also doesn't... The PS3 controller is like USB?
It's Bluetooth wireless.
Oh.
But there are USB ports on it for a wired controller if you want.
But you couldn't use a PS2 controller?
Correct. However, they did make an adapter at one point. You know, they made... Because PS3 could play PS1 and PS2 games.
The previous landing crew were caught and infected. Find these members and kill them so that they cannot spawn any more of their kind. Remember to collect their ID tags as proof that each is eliminated. Who's that Brannigan?
Oh, I was thinking it was like a Rod Serling. Or Rod...
It's kind of Rod Serling.
Serling, that's his name? Yeah.
The previous landing crew were gotten infected. Oh, it's very similar.
Yeah, they are. Oh, yep, there's the old press X to start and also fire your weapon. I had the same problem in Binding of Isaac. When you pressed X to skip the boss cutscene, it would, like, also fire a tear. Which, if you had, like, Ipecac or something, was really annoying. Anyway, so, we're playing... what was I saying? So when you first got a PS3, the original models, they could play PS2 and PS1 games, right? So they made an adapter that you could plug your PS1 or 2 memory card into, and it went USB into the PlayStation, so you could copy your save files onto your PlayStation 3, right?
Well, they're ganging up on me.
And I have one of those. So I thought I could just get a regular ass PS1 memory, like 15 block Sony brand memory card, and then I'll use my PS3 as like a bank, you know, if I ever need to put my save files onto it, you know, and they'll gain interest. And but it turns out I've never needed to use it yet.
Your memory card will lend the save data out to other people and gain interest off of it.
So, like, it's just funny that I had this thought process, but now I've actually not had to use it because, you can use a PS1 and PS2 memory card on a PS2 to transfer save files onto your PS2 What? Oh my god, that actually makes so much sense. You can bank your PS1 memory cards on a PS2 memory card. That's why the PS2 memory card had PS1 save files on it when I bought it. And I was confused. I was like, how the hell did this happen? And I never really thought about it. I just thought it was bizarre.
Yeah, because, like, the PS2 was, like, 8 megabytes.
Yeah, and the PS1 memory card is technically 128 kilobytes. Even though they kind of arbitrarily, divided that into 15 blocks.
Alright, I think it's, R2.
But yeah, that's
Help me out, too!
That's a way better idea, Glass
You're so boring! I hate you!
I'll probably just do it that way from now on, but...
Remember how many gay jokes were in the 90s?
Yeah. But, so, point is, the thing that I've been trying to get at is that I have not actually had to use the banking system that I was thinking of, because every time that my memory card fills up with 15 games, there's something like Parappa on there, where I'm just like, You know
what, I always think about? Dudes are hot. There's hot dudes. And, like, it was so stigmatized to think that, and I remember, like, as a kid, being, like, worried that I could, like, tell if a guy was attractive or not.
Mm-hmm.
How shitty of society to do that to somebody. Dudes are hot. There's hot dudes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like, even if you're not attracted to dudes, you still have a preference on how you think dudes should look, which is kind of what maybe you strive to have your own body look like, maybe?
Right!
If you care, right? Like, if I'm thinking, like, what do I want my body to look like? I'm
totally attracted to dudes.
I'm gonna think about a hot dude, right? And that's...
I don't get how you couldn't be.
I wouldn't say I'm attracted to dudes.
Really?
No, there's definitely dudes that I think are hot, right? But it's not,
but you wouldn't say you're attracted to them?
No, because because attraction to me has like a sexual thing to it.
Okay.
And there's none of that, right?
Yeah, well, maybe I'm thinking about it a little bit differently, like...
But I mean, well, yeah, but so if you don't think of it right that way, then yeah.
They killed me?
I guess so. I mean, you were sucking.
I was sucking. There was like a million dudes.
You were thinking about Bruce Campbell's...
See, not even Bruce Campbell.
Sharp jawline. Bruce Campbell is like the hottest dude.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, maybe most handsome. Is there a difference between handsome and hot?
I don't know.
Okay, because Bruce Campbell is definitely the most handsome.
Well, yeah, I think
man.
hot incorporates more than just their looks. Maybe.
Yeah,
it's like
and
kind of
also,
their whole.
Oops! Wait, did I load or is this the first level? This looks like the first level.
Yeah, it sure does. This is the first level.
How did this happen?
Why would God let this happen?
But yeah, like if I'm gonna say a dude is hot, I feel like he needs to have a beard, But like, there's a difference, right? Handsome is like they're wearing a suit, they got a good jawline, that kind of thing. But then hot is like they got a beard and they look like,
All right, later, Glasgow.
Wait, what are we?
What are we talking about here? No,
Did I say start game again? This fucking game, it's so hard to get into this game. Alright, guys. Remember, guys, Alien Trilogy. You don't say start game. You say options. Memory card management. Load game.
Just the idea of, like, you think that guy's attractive? What are you, gay?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be. It's like, what kind of fucking mentality is that to be like the status quo?
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
I don't think anyone's gonna argue with you about that.
I know. I always think I'm excited that when I start to go gray and have like gray black hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I like the look of when someone has like black hair but a gray beard. I think that looks really cool. All right. Hopefully, I remember all the controls and shit.
Did you play Dino Crisis yet?
No, I have not played it yet. But it is, it is October. Maybe like to play it soon. That's the thing. Camel wants me to play this Tomb Raider game, and like I'm gonna, but I got so much shit to play right now. So this.
Are there any ridiculous parameters?
I haven't read the rules yet.
Like you're not allowed to use the controller you want, but you're allowed to pause your timer.
Well, I mean, people can take bathroom breaks and shit. You pause your timer to take a bathroom break.
You can pause your timer to look up the strat.
I mean, I think that it's a blind race, right? So there is a what would you call it?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's an honor system of that no one's looking anything up.
I didn't know it was blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, you stay up in the...
Yeah, I'm having to hold back to do it. And then, whoops, slip down.
Look how many guys are down here.
Yeah,
I just got fucking romped.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I will not be the least bit surprised if the game is just, like, pretty okay,
What system is it for?
Or even kind of good. PS2. I think it was on GameCube also. But we're doing the PS2 version. It might not have been on GameCube, actually. I don't know. But I think it was. But yeah,
It's so crazy to say you have to use a specific controller, I think.
Like he was saying, he was only worried that because I keep winning all the tournaments, he didn't want me to have an advantage.
But what's the advantage?
I don't know.
It's like handicapping you.
I mean, I still won with a Super Nintendo controller.
I know, but I don't know.
I mean,
if someone's gonna go through all the trouble of organizing a tournament, they should be able to have it exactly how they want. But I just think some of the... I just don't get it.
It's a little arbitrary. He worries that someone is gonna complain, right?
I just don't get Okay, here, I'll
But-
just say it one more time. The thing is, if you just say everyone can use whatever controller they want, then I don't get what anyone could complain about.
Right. Okay, so what we're talking about, by the way, if you're not familiar with the specific thing we're talking about, Camel had a Super Smash TV tournament at one point, and it was ruled that I was not allowed to play using a keyboard, even though everyone was using an emulator. Right, everyone was using the Super Nintendo emulator.
Were you allowed to use the cartridge?
Yes. Minin and I ended up both playing on real hardware on a Super Nintendo.
That seems more different to me.
While everybody else played on
But
emulator.
I guess the emulator is what gives the advantage, because they... again, that's the honor system. It's
Well-
like, you could say, like, someone could be, like, looking at, like, what is it, like, RAM data or something? Or, like,
Yeah.
looking at, like, just, like, what... Like, looking at, like, what am I... You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Looking at the RAM.
Yeah.
Well,
To see, like...
I don't think we're so worried about cheating. No one's really all that worried about cheating.
Yeah.
So,
Like, you come in here with so much health, what are you supposed to do in this level?
yeah, I don't know, man. But anyway, so
Well, right, you can't require everyone to buy the cartridge. That would be ridiculous. Nobody would want to do it. But like, but it's just not the same then. If some people aren't, then it's like you should almost say everyone should use emulator because everyone can get one. But not really. Like, ROMs aren't even that easy to get, are they? Like, they're not legal.
So here's what my argument was. Again, to say like what
It's funny to relitigate all this again.
Right. So here's what the issue was, right? I was the only person who thought to try to use a keyboard, right? And the reason I thought it was because I played a lot of Binding of Isaac on a keyboard, right?
Yeah, I can't even read the name because it's
Chemical?
Chemicals. Yeah, no, right. They're legal if you own the game. I do think that's right.
Well, yeah, nothing like if you ripped the game yourself, nothing is illegal about you.
Yeah, that's true.
About
But
you
I
doing
think
that.
you can. I think like I don't think you're like breaking any law if you download a ROM of a game you own.
Well, it's definitely illegal for the person to have provided it to you, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, of the Super Smash TV tournament, I was the only person who thought I'd like to play on keyboard. And when Camel saw that I was playing on keyboard, he was like, "Oh, whoa, you can't play on keyboard. No one else is." And I'm like, "Well, why isn't anyone else?"
Right.
Well, they didn't think they could. And I'm like, "Why not?" Like, what? So the ruling was I was not allowed to play on keyboard because everyone else was already practicing with the controller, and it would be too late for them to adopt the keyboard, which might be better, right? And I just thought that this was like a completely weird thing to be worried about and sort of arbitrary to be worried about. And, you know, I don't know. I just didn't really get it, but I was like, all right, fine. You know, I'll play on the real Super Nintendo anyway and just, you know, and there you go. And then I won the tournament.
Wasn't your score with the controller better?
Yeah.
You ended up getting a better run with the controller?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, you know, I mean, look, I understand that he doesn't want people to worry. I just don't think that anyone would have complained about that.
Yeah. It just seems, plus it's like, acting like, it's not a level playing field when it is. Like, or like trying to level everything out when
Hey, Mons.
people have different skills anyway. Like,
Right, and like, I don't want to be a whiny bitch about it, but like, one reason I wanted to use a keyboard is because that game is kind of physically painful to play on a Super Nintendo controller. Like, you know, I got better, though. That's why it's kind of a whiny bitch thing to say, is because after using it for a while, I learned to stop pressing the button so hard, and then it stopped hurting.
but like, how do you know that how do you know that someone thought to use the keyboard but then didn't ask because they thought it...
Right.
I
Yeah, exactly. A lot, it's
like
a lot of
nobody
assumptions and stuff.
wanted to use a keyboard enough.
Right, and
Or
also...
like ask.
Also, if everyone's playing on emulator, everyone's playing on emulator, and like you said, you're not going to require everyone to buy the cartridge, so why also require people to play on a controller? They're on a computer. They have a keyboard. They might not have a controller.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just
Because the bottom line is just tell anyone that they can use whatever they want, and then no one can complain because everyone's allowed to use what they prefer.
Right. But instead...
Because, like, you are at a disadvantage because you don't get to use what you prefer. And everyone else, if they prefer the controller, then they're at an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, like, fine, except it's, like, contradicts, like, what you're trying to prevent is advantages.
Whoa, how'd I get all my health back? Nice. So, yeah, there's all that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't matter because it's just it's not like people are betting money on it or anything anyway, but it's just,
So, on every tournament since, though, he has specified what controller to use on the rules.
Like a certain you have to get a certain type of controller.
Yeah, very broad, yeah.
Oh, so it's not like you have to use like an Xbox controller?
No, just
it's like you have to use
standard style controllers only, right? Which I think it's funny to like double down on it and be like, well, now we're gonna put it on the rules every time instead of just not caring, but oh well.
Yeah.
At least it's not unreasonable, like, you know what I'm gonna bring up now.
Remapping the buttons?
Yeah. At least it's not that. Like, demanding that everybody do something dumb. Yeah, I was out of town for that one.
I sucked at that one. Trojan.
Okay.
The game was kind of fun. It would have been really fun if the controls were default, because it like made it worse. It was like you had to you pressed up to jump, but he wanted everyone to remap jump to a button, but that meant to block up, you had to hold block and the jump button instead of hold block and press up. Because you remapped up to a button, so you could jump with the button. But then if you wanted to stab up or block up, you had to press the jump button.
Yeah.
Which was fucking weird. I don't remember if you could stab up even. You could block up you could hold the shield up, and you had to press shield and jump instead of shield and up. I thought it was weird. Got PAL banned for the golf game. Well, yeah, it runs at a slower frame rate.
Yeah, so one thing also that I said before, and I'll say again too, is that like I tried to do a tournament once, and it was a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And it was also like impossible to like get people to be interested in it. So I appreciate someone doing it, because it's fun. I was very stressed out about the Smash TV thing, though, because, just because, like, at the same time of, like,
Is it 2 days only for Metroid?
Yeah, October 8th it comes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yep, I'll be getting it, too. I hope it's not gonna be a game that nobody wants to watch, because
I was just gonna say,
yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think that will happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna watch any of it.
Right. That's the thing, is that that's why I kind of don't really play brand new games on stream very much anymore. But
wait, can you blast that wall? Did you try?
You think blast it? Yeah, that's a good
green.
idea. Is that what the green means?
I don't know. I guess not.
A direct sequel to Super. I think it's a direct sequel to Fusion, which yeah, so Super Metroid is like Metroid 3, and Fusion is Metroid 4.
I think it says Metroid 3.
It does.
In the game, even.
Yeah, and what the fuck? And then Fusion is Metroid 4, and then Dread is Metroid 5.
Yeah, and have you seen that Nickelodeon All-Star thing?
I've only heard that it's a Smash Bros. Game.
I don't get how they can legally do that.
Yeah, it's that similar?
Yes.
Is it like ring outs and everything?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's got a percentage.
Oh yeah.
and stocks, and you win by knocking them out, and they all have smash moves and tilt moves. It's exactly like Smash Bros. I don't get how you can legally do it. Like, I wonder if they like paid to do it or some, because like
Right.
it is not legally distinct from Smash Bros. Only you get to be like fucking characters you've never heard of.
Yeah. I mean, Smash Bros. Came out a long time ago, and you know, there hasn't been another game like it, really.
But it's like they just recreated the engine.
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
Like even like that PlayStation one has differences, right? It's got some differences.
Right.
As far as I could tell, this game was exactly like Smash Bros.
all of the differences, it's that thing we talk about where everything about PlayStation All-Stars that's different from Smash Bros. Is worse.
Right. Yeah.
So it shouldn't have been made different.
It's Luigi syndrome in Mario 2, where they made Mario feel as good as they possibly could. So then when they deviate from that, it can only be worse. So Luigi just feels worse.
Alright, so it's pretty dark in this area. I was hoping I had some night vision.
I don't know, like,
I think game mechanics probably are.
because it's so unique.
Everyone complains about how Nintendo copyrighted the sanity mechanic from Eternal Darkness.
Really?
Yeah. Now, other games have sanity mechanics in them, but apparently, like, the specific way that...
See, I don't think that's that's like saying, it's like one element, right? I'm talking about,
Yeah.
like, this
But
game,
this is like
it's
the
like...
entire game.
Yeah. It's like the totality of the game is the same in both cases. I think it... I also kind of think this was, like, a browser game.
Yeah.
And this is, like, the first console release. So, like, now they're, profiting off of it. Like, directly. Where, like, if it's just, like, an in-browser game, you can be like, well, they're not really being, like, monetarily, like, compensated for this game. Like, except you could say, like, you know, they're getting ads for, like, whatever.
Yeah.
For, like...
So...
But, like, this, people are buying the game. I don't know. It's probably... I'm sure they're not getting sued, I don't think. So, like, whatever. I guess they can do it. But it's just, it's a little, déclassé, I think. To just say, let's just rip off Smash Bros. Wholesale. It just looks bad. But, like, I don't know. What does Nickelodeon care?
I mean, and that's where I'm getting at, or coming from with the the formula of Smash Bros has been around since N64, and no one else has copied it yet. You know?
What'd you say? I was reading.
Smash Bros was an N64 game, and no one's copied it yet.
Yeah. And, like, maybe they talked to Nintendo and worked something out, and they did pay. Maybe Nintendo gets royalties from it. Or gets, what's the word I'm looking for? Subsidies. Or not subsidies.
I think that kind of thing would be bad for, like, the industry, sort of. I don't know, though. Like you're saying, it's... I might be dead right now.
That's...
Like you're saying, it's so similar that it's a problem. But I guess you'd have to draw the line somewhere, you know, to be where, like, companies could get overly protective. Which
Yeah.
Nintendo's kind of known for being overly protective of their shit, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I was doing
that
really
sucked.
well in
Yeah.
the level, and
Yeah,
then...
you fell in lava pit.
Yeah.
I can't think of this fucking word. It's driving me nuts.
Remember not to press start game.
Not royalties, it's something else. It's like the same thing. It's like the same thing.
I don't know if I've seen Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
I think I saw Skin Teen play it for like a little bit, and I thought that the writing was really annoying, and that's all I got out of it. But people seem to like it gameplay wise. There's a lot of games, man. It's that thing that they talk about where, like, you know, failed drama or horror can be funny, you know?
Yeah.
But like failed comedy is just fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And I get that a lot watching stuff. Like with games, right? Games that try to be really quirky and funny, and it's just fucking intolerable.
I noticed that every commercial tries to be funny.
Yeah.
Every commercial is like a stupid joke, no matter what they're trying to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, dude, this life insurance commercial doesn't have to be a fucking joke.
Well,
just tell me what you're selling.
What about that one commercial you hated with those two guys that talk to each other? And the best diamond for your... Was it diamonds? There was some commercial
I mean, there's Shane Company.
Well, there was like a commercial that you complained to me about multiple times.
I don't remember.
That's like two guys talking to each other, but they're like the two guys that own the company, according to the commercial or something. And it sounded very, you know, flat and serious.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Grandmaster Farmer. Good to see you.
I like when they talk about how lab-grown diamonds are good because of how shitty natural diamonds are, and then they probably sell like way more natural diamonds at their store.
Yeah, I mean, if the
diamond market is fucked.
If you owned like a restaurant and you wanted to urge people to choose the vegan options, but 80% of people aren't vegan, would you still sell the non-vegan products at your restaurant? This is probably a bad...
If I owned a restaurant and thought it was necessary to urge people to do the vegan option, I just don't feel like I would have a restaurant that...
Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess urging people is probably the wrong way to put it. Because, yeah, then you would just have that be your only option. Ooh, here's that music part.
Amy Schumer's jokes. This could be anybody's jokes.
Oh, and yeah, Minin,
what the fuck?
Games are so much built on other games that, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at when I was starting to say that, like, I could see it being unhealthy for the industry to start to be overly protective about that kind of thing, because you know how companies can be, right? Where how many like, let's say, like, id Software was super protective about Doom, right? Like, how many less
Doom is a
games
good
would
example
there be?
because there are games that are just like straight up Doom.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
But yeah, you know, you look at Doom and it's like, well, there aren't any other, like, this is like a whole style of game and there aren't any like this, you know, and then people make more. Smash Bros is kind of the same thing. It's like it's a fighting game, but it's so different from every other fighting game that it's basically its own genre, you know? That's like super untapped.
You use the night vision down here. There's just so many fucking dudes.
Oh, you have night vision?
Yeah, I picked it up in this level.
Oh yeah. There might be a button on the other side of that?
Dog tags or something too.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we're supposed to get ID tags.
Why do I keep doing that? Because they take so long and they, like, move around where you can't fucking hit them.
Mm-hmm. And you can't just, like, unload on them also because they have, like, those iframes.
I'm really bad at this game. I can't fucking... shoot the enemies efficiently.
Yeah. Yeah, have you, there's a button behind you, by the way.
Button?
That thing.
Oh, shit.
Have you... Oh, no, we've talked about this. You haven't played, like, Metroid Prime in a long time. This game kind of controls, like, Metroid Prime a little bit.
I haven't played Prime.
I mean, it doesn't have the lock-on mechanic, so that's, like, way different, but, you know. Back in the day, you thought Halo was the same franchise as Doom. That's funny. I mean, the funny thing about that is that, before Halo,
Bungie... They, like, knock you back and everything.
Bungie made that game called Marathon. That's like a Doom clone, kinda. If I remember right. Oh, that must be the exit.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if we should leave with 58 health, though. I never played Marathon. I've never played Halo, actually. You know what's funny? I have had multiple dreams that I buy an original Xbox to play Halo on.
Really?
Yeah.
I always have dreams that I playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, dude, I should just start a new Pokemon game because I dream about it all the fucking time.
Yeah, usually my dream is that I'm in a retro game store. And I'm like,
oh, they knocked me in the they just knock you in.
Oh, it's behind you.
I'm dead. It takes like 10 health per tick.
Mm-hmm. It's brutal, man. But yeah, oh yeah. So I frequently dream that I'm in a retro game store, and I go, man, I wonder if they have Halo here, and like I want to pick up Halo and play it because I've never played it. And the thing is, all growing up, I was always just like, Halo's fucking stupid, you know? Well, there is some dumb stuff in it. Okay.
I think the helmets look stupid. The guys look stupid. It's like glorifying war. But it's a video game.
Yeah, I don't care about that, because that's just video games. But like, yeah, the guys do look a little stupid, and the people who I knew that played Halo were kind of annoying also, you know?
Yeah, it's like bro. It's the bro game.
So that was kind of annoying about it, and then also...
Want to watch some Family Guy and play some Halo?
Right. So those things kind of... Also, it was on Xbox, and I've never wanted an Xbox, right?
Xbox is the stupidest name for a console. It's like they're just trying to think of something that's radical. Xbox. The letter X is fucking cool.
So I always thought that until I found out that the reason it's called that is because it's based on DirectX, right? So
Alright, although they probably call it DirectX because X is cool. It's like the same fucking thing.
Well, it kind of, but it's also because it's a grouping of a lot of other technologies, like Direct Sound, Direct Draw, Direct something else. There's all these different things, right?
All right.
Lump them together, the package is called DirectX. We are Microsoft, and this is our thing, and now let's make a game console based on this technology. It's the Xbox. It is still rad, you know, and a little dumb, but when I learned that, I was like, you know what, okay, it's a better name than I thought. You know what's not a good name, though? Xbox One, or Xbox
360.
360.
Because we don't want to be 2, because they have PS3.
Yeah, Xbox 360 is a terrible name. Xbox Series X is a terrible name.
Project Scorpio. I know that's just like a code name, but it's like, how fucking, like, did a fucking, like,
oh my God, I'm getting my
16-year-old kid think of that?
kicked.
Project Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah, it's
Project Scorpio.
Scorpio sounds like it was probably...
Codename Scorpio.
Scorpio sounds like a character from Killer Kombat. You know, like you wanted to have your own Scorpion character. Scorpio.
Are you joking?
No. I mean, yes, I'm joking. Was Scorpio one of your characters?
Yes. Scorpio was in Killer Combat. There was 3 characters. There was a guy named Pygmy.
Okay. Pygmy.
He basically looked like Boom Boom, but with a spear.
Boom Boom.
From
like from Mario?
3. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what Pygmy is, but that was his name. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpio or something. It might have been like He was a big scorpion, and his name was something like Scorpio. It might not have been Scorpio exactly. And then there was another guy. Who was the other guy? A fighting game with 3 characters.
I mean, okay, yeah, 3 is not very many. Didn't Street Fighter 1 only have, like, a few characters, though?
I think you play... Street Fight... I think it's called The Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And you, I think you just play as one character. It's
Okay.
got one character. It's not like a traditional fighting game.
Okay, gotcha. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the original Street Fighter. But yeah. As far as
Can you shoot those guys and get something out of them?
It looks like this one's already been shot.
That one is, but there's
yeah.
The ones that are talking.
Oh yeah,
to
maybe that's even where we're supposed to get the ID tags from. Look at that, it's probably an ID tag. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. As far as dumb console names go, I mean, Wii U was pretty out there.
Street Fighter had 2 playable characters. Okay. Wii U for a dumb name. Yeah.
But man, remember when, so the code name for the Wii was the Revolution, and then when they announced that it was called the Wii, everyone was like, they should have called it the Revolution. Oh my god, imagine today if that console was called the Revolution.
It's just so like, not even like, you didn't think of anything. Revolution.
Right, it would be so stupid if it was called the Revolution still. Firstly, because it takes so long to say.
Revolution.
Also, because it sounds like it's super up its own ass.
Yeah.
You know, and
totally.
And then also thirdly, because that makes it also age really poorly.
They should name the Switch the Woo.
They stuck with the name New Super Mario. Yeah, I still kind of like it. It doesn't age. It's not gonna. Well, I don't know. I think that the whole new naming scheme is totally fine. Because, like I've said before, it's like with Doom 2016. A really easy way to say Doom 2016 or I was just gonna say it, the new Doom, right? It's the new Doom. You got Doom, you got New Doom. What's Doom Eternal then? If New Doom is called New Doom, it's Doom Eternal. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's easy. But that said, though, I mean, it's not a great argument because if they just actually called it something else, it probably would have been better.
I wonder what that game Amped Snowboarding is like.
Yeah, I remember playing it at like a game store or something.
Yeah, I remember my child hands trying to like play on the Xbox controller.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, can you help me carry the Xbox downstairs?
I keep hearing people defend the Duke lately. And I'm
Really?
like, even if your hands are big enough to fit the thing, I don't know if you remember the shape of the ABXY buttons and how they're like really close together. And they're in like a super weird rhombus pattern. And they're super bulbous also. Oh my god, everything about that controller is terrible. It's not just the fact that it's also comically gigantic.
How many, yeah, I remember the buttons were like marbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like ovular on the original controller. They're like
Oh, yeah.
ovular marbles, and they're
Yeah.
spaced out in like a rhombus instead of like a square.
Does the 360 controller still have the marble buttons?
Yeah, but they're at least
Really?
spaced properly, and
Those feel so bad.
yeah, they don't feel good. I really don't like. I really don't like
I don't. Yeah, I
those round buttons.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, the 360. That is what I remember. I really don't like the 360 controller because it's got those marble buttons, and the D-pad is like scalloped.
Yeah, the 360 D-pad is a crime against video games. But
It's probably the most popular controller ever.
yeah, and I think a big part of that is the fact that it was like the only controller that worked well for PC for a long time. Dude, this is fucked. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, okay. They did a lot of damage to me there. And there's still a bunch of them. I'm standing in acid now. Oh my god!
They do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and this fucking it wasn't the best idea to use the flamethrower there. But yeah, as far as like good feeling face buttons go, I mean, I love the Super Nintendo controller is like the gold standard, I feel like. But I think PlayStation in general has
PlayStation is great. The PlayStation controller those face buttons feel really good.
yeah, I like the face. I also really like the PlayStation's D-pad, you know.
Yeah.
You know what though? So I've been practicing. I've been practicing Final Fantasy VII on an emulator upstairs, you know, so that I can just sit at my computer and practice, right?
Was it hard to get it to work?
No,
I remember trying to get Tactics on an emulator and it being like impossible. But I was younger and I got it to like, but it would just like run really fast. I don't know how to. I couldn't figure out how to change the disc run speed or something.
Sure. So I started using RetroArch, and I was like,
oh, that's what it. Because I was gonna ask you when it says you're on RetroArch, what you're doing.
Is Discord?
It just says you're playing RetroArch.
Tattling on me?
Yeah, it says you're playing RetroArch.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
That's like an emulator that encompasses like it's like an emulator like what am I trying to say, like console. Like
yeah,
it's like a console that has a bunch of emulators in it.
Right. Yeah, RetroArch. I was pretty blown away. This is my brother Flex.
What up? I'm older by a little 2.5.
3.5 years.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty unbelievable. I thought how easy it was to get working. You just download RetroArch, you run RetroArch, and then in RetroArch you just say, hey, download the PS1 emulator, and it's like, okay. And then I did it. And then I used my disk drive to, you know, dump so you
just used your own
my disc, yeah.
Instead of like downloading the virtual disk or whatever.
Right. And then
mount virtual. Because that's what I was trying to do. It was like mount virtual disk.
Yeah. So and yeah, it's super easy to run. What I was getting at though is that
oh god.
Yeah, I'm almost dead. What I was getting at though is that
don't let him tag you. Oh, thank God. 1 hit point.
Oh jeez.
Oh man, this fucking level.
So what I was this lift, dude.
I think this is the end.
What I was getting at is that boy, the PS5 controller's D-pad does not feel as good as the PS1 controller's D-pad.
Well, maybe it's not the end.
Like I'm trying to practice like movement and step count and shit, and like it's so hard to do with the PS5 controller's D-pad.
So step count. What even is that exactly? Like like you're trying to walk, like when you enter a room, you're like, because you're not like literally counting every step you take, right?
Correct. So
you're okay, I'm gonna enter this room and I'm gonna walk for this many steps. You are counting steps when you're walking, right?
yeah.
But like it's not like I'm gonna take 356 running steps.
Nah, so alright, but it is doing that using like a setup. And so here think about this. In an RPG, what happens when you move around a lot?
You get into battles.
You get into battles. So in the speed run, you want to move as little as possible all the time, right?
Yep.
So that you get into as few battles as possible because every battle takes time.
When you take steps and like your danger rises, when you stop moving, does it go back down or
No.
Okay.
So
once it's up, it's up.
Yeah. So the initial concept of step count is the idea that all of your movement needs to be super optimal. You need to go tight around all your corners and straight to every objective, right? Only when you're in an area that you get into battles, though, right? If you're in town or places like that, it doesn't matter. Now, the stepping, though, is because the game, your danger level rises more slowly if you're walking than if you're running. And how it works is like the game keeps changing what level of danger it's checking for to initiate a battle, right? It'll be like, hey, is your danger 100? No? Okay, no battle. All right, is your danger 150? No? No battle. Is your danger 75? Yeah? Okay, battle, right? It does that.
Yeah.
So
how do you get off this fucking thing?
You gotta like stand here walking forward. There we go. And I get, but yeah, fuck.
Here you go. Just kidding. Here you go. Just kidding.
So since people have like figured out where all of those low checks are for battles, like where it checks for a low number, you find out, hey, there's a low check for a battle here. So if you walk a certain number of steps, then you'll pass under that check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can keep running and you don't get in a battle for a while and you end up saving time even though you walked a little bit.
Yep.
That's the whole concept. But
so you have to just remember where all the checks are.
Yeah. So it only works though if your movement is really good all the time.
Right, because
I'm dead.
Because once you get off your then you're fucked.
Yeah. Because the idea is it is a matter of, okay, after the battle that happens after 250, 100 steps, then you need to take 10 steps, right? But you don't remember that. You just remember there's a battle on this screen.
Yeah.
And after that one, I'm going to walk a little bit, right? And you remember that because you're consistent, and there's a reminder for you. But anyway, so I'm practicing step count in the reactor, and man, it's really hard to do with the fucking PS5 controller, because the D-pad is so squishy compared to the PS1 controller.
So that's a trick.
But there's also and yeah, I never knew that like if you're
this gun sucks.
Well, you don't just hold it. You gotta basically shoot it like a shotgun.
I was tapping it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go.
I think I was tapping it too frequently. It was like I was sprinting with Tommy Vercetti.
Yeah. But oh shit, what was I saying?
What?
That was
warped. Oh, he's up there.
Oh yeah.
He got up warped.
Oh, you zipped him. Oh, I forget what I was getting at also with the reactor talk.
Fuck off.
Something about the PS5 controller, I don't know. It's got squishy buttons, that's all. I'm really noticing how squishy the PS5 controller's buttons are. And I don't like it. The PS5 controller is I feel like it's sort of a step toward an Xbox controller, where the buttons are a little rounder and a little squishier.
This level is really frustrating, like...
oh yeah, here's the acid pit room.
Every time you, like... You're trying to, like, figure out where you're going and you just get dropped down. Like, how do I fight these guys? I just keep backing into corners. That's what I need to stop doing. They're so fucking evasive.
And then now you're on
Why are you being so fucking evasive?
Let's remember how to look down.
I'm trying!
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. Is I would sit there being like, okay, what is it again? Was it L2 plus, like, circle and triangle? Or was it L1 plus circle and triangle?
Okay, it's circle and triangle. Yeah, I press square. It's L2, circle and triangle. How do I get out of there once I go?
The steps are like you're kind of on them, you know. To the right.
I don't think that was worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard Dave Chappelle has a new special.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm kind of over identity politic jokes.
Oh yeah.
Why is it so
well, his last special had a lot of that in it. Oh my god, I pressed start game.
I can't get it started at all in this fucking level! I think I'm figuring it out, but I can't fight the guys.
Alright, I will attempt. I'll give it another shot. Man, remember how much we were cruising in this game last time? It was like we were unstoppable.
I know, now it's like I don't even know if I want to finish it. Like,
okay,
I'd
options.
like to,
Boom.
but at the same time, it's kind of like, we know what this game's about.
Yeah.
We know what this game's about.
Right.
It's fun, but like, these last levels are just like, it's like they didn't make a new cool hard enemy to fight. They're just like, I don't know, let's just put like 50 of that one guy in there. Instead of making a new enemy that does something different, we're just gonna put more of the last enemy in to make it harder instead.
All right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna beat
Dude, I've been
it.
watching Author Blues he's trying to beat Mario 64 without taking damage.
Oh yeah.
It's super fun. It just makes me want to play Mario 64 really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
they don't want to come in here. I don't know if that one's dead up. No, it's not. Oh god, and there's another one. Okay. Okay, that one's dead. Turn around. Lift is gonna go back down. Dude, this music, you know what it keeps reminding me of? And I don't know if I've said it yet. It reminds me of the hotel level in Mario Sunshine. I think it had a similar kind of sound in it. It is I do believe the enemies are finite, and that yeah, at least they're not respawning. Like, you know, do you know about the nightmare difficulty in Doom?
I mean, I know that there's a difficulty called Nightmare. I don't know what it entails.
The mechanic of it is that the enemies respawn. And that's just, it sounds kind of shitty to me. I've never played it. I've never tried it because I was just like, yeah, that sounds stupid. They might also be faster also, though. I think the enemies might move faster, or like their projectiles move faster or something. One thing that's interesting, though, about it is that in order to, like, balance it a little bit, ammo drops are doubled. So you get double the amount of ammo. Oh my god.
I don't think
I can't look down.
with like
from
Dave
here.
Chappelle, I don't think that he is I definitely don't think like I think his jokes are legitimately coming from a place of jest and not a place of hate. But I think that certain people will hear the jokes and it'll bolster their racism.
Hmm.
And I think that's dangerous.
Hmm.
And I think it matters more who your audience is, and I don't think his audience would be particularly, like that. But I don't know. I've been thinking more recently about the danger of those type of jokes. Even if, like I said, you're really just making the joke.
This area. There's like a lot of health to pick up pretty soon here, though, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, this room is fucking terrible, but then I think it's in here?
I think it'd be better just to not have those types of jokes, maybe. Personally. Ooh, the adrenaline burst.
Yeah. So there we go. So that's like a full health refill. And then also armor. Oh, jeez. What the fuck? Well, I'm already pretty low on armor. Alright, I'm using this thing for a minute. Oh my god.
That's the smart gun?
I think so. Doesn't seem so smart to me. Fucking...
They're so hard to shoot. It's like frustrating to fight them.
Yeah, the way...
They like weave back and forth and then like all of a sudden they're in your face dealing 15 damage to you. It's like, fuck off. And like your gun has like no homing, so just keep shooting straight as they're like moving to the side of you.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the thing about the smart gun though, is it might have a little bit of homing.
Yeah, it probably does. Otherwise I don't know why they called it that.
Okay. So I think we're looking a little better. Let's see. If we go forward from here, okay. So now we can go around this way, and I haven't been in here yet. This is also the labyrinth of false walls. Like, oh, okay, that one's real. Hey, oh, and okay, so the auto mapper was in there. All right, so turn around then. Yeah. Okay.
Turn around, you're back on each other. Remember that song?
Yeah.
That song fucking sucks. And I wonder who even... Is it like Third Eye Blind or some shit?
I don't know.
God, that was popular.
It's very catchy. Okay, all right. There's all those enemies taken care of. Maybe I should have just thrown a grenade, you know, at those guys. Okay, now we're...
Turn around, bright.
Now we're on this fucking room.
Have you guys ever heard the band Bright Eyes?
I don't think so. The band Bright Eyes? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. Are they from Nebraska?
Yes.
I've heard of them because of the show Is the Rainbow.
Yeah. I was listening to Show's Rainbow yesterday.
Oh yeah?
It was. Yeah, it's like the angstiest teenage music ever. Has anyone heard, you know, Elliott Smith? It's just like Elliott Smith. Where it's like, everything is singing is all like this.
Elliot, I don't think I know Elliot Smith. Ooh, oh boy, okay.
He killed himself by stabbing himself with a butcher knife.
Really?
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like in the chest. He like stabbed himself in the chest with a butcher knife.
Whoa.
I know.
That's like something that you'd put like in a horror movie, you know? Because it's like insane.
I know. It's like, dude, what the fuck? That's crazy. It's gnarly. But he and Conor Oberst from Bright Eyes sing very similarly.
Mm.
Which is just, it's for like teenage angsty girls. Which is fine, but like, not for me.
You're allowed to think it sucks.
No, I don't like it.
Whoa. Okay.
I know all angsty music isn't bad. I like The Cure.
I don't know if I've really heard much Cure. They have like one song in Rock Band that I've probably heard a bunch, but I can't think of what it is.
Is it, I don't care if Monday's black, Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack.
I think it is, yeah.
That's like their big song. 'Cause Friday, I'm in love.
Oh. Yeah, some of you guys, one thing that always becomes apparent when Flex is around, and some of you guys are a little newer around here, and haven't been exposed to this yet, but I have only ever heard music that's been in Rock Band.
It's a good place to hear a variety of music, though. Like, you've heard...
Right.
Like, you know a Cure song.
Right, I've heard a lot of popular music because of,
What up, Crocodile?
because of Rock Band. Yes, hello, welcome. Okay, these green barriers apparently also hurt you. Ooh, I got night vision goggles. Except now I'm gonna get hurt walking back out of here.
That hurts you to walk through? Oh my god. This fucking game. Like, the corpses hurt you to walk on. And it's like, yeah, I've seen the movie, but she's not wearing shoes. You know? She's not wearing shoes.
Oh,
She's just,
God.
like, clomping through it in her fucking bare feet.
They've got their...
She's, like, burying all her toes in the corpse every time she walks over it.
They've got shoes that, like, you know, they breathe. Her shoes breathe. She doesn't want to have sweaty, stinky feet. Dude, what? Where am I right now? Okay,
Well, there's
here's
10
this
more
room.
enemies in this room, though, so...
Hang
Be
on.
careful.
Yeah, this is also the acid room. So I gotta be careful not to, you know, step in the acid. Because at 30 health, I'm probably just dead if I do. And this guy he's gonna try to knock me. Oh, okay, he hit me!
Yeah, there's 3 more dudes up here.
Yeah, hang on,
I'm getting a little sick of this game, I gotta tell you. There's like...
Remember the first time I got to this room, I had like 170 health?
Yeah.
But I lost it all in the fucking lava pit.
It's just,
I feel like yeah? Oh my god.
they put too many enemies around. It's like unreasonable. Not only like are they a threat, but now there's 6 corpses in
dead.
this room that hurt you when you walk on them.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. It's, it kind of sucks.
That a bitch.
I'm not a big fan of this level, you know. It's a lot of enemies and not a lot of level design.
Those guys like don't even hurt you.
Yeah.
Like, it kept flashing red, but I had 284 the whole time.
You're probably losing armor.
Oh.
But still, I still don't think you lost very much, though. Those guys do... Yeah, they don't seem to do a lot of damage.
I want to play Hollow Knight again, but man, I'm really thinking about Mario 64.
I mean, Mario 64 takes like 2 or 3 days of streaming.
Yeah. I want to play Hollow Knight when on Saturday when I can start at a reasonable time and I won't get tired right away.
Yeah.
So like Saturday seems good because I can get a good sleep, then wake up and start playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like today I'll have to go to bed early.
So you're still playing your main...
Or Friday I'll go to bed. Yeah, I'm trying to beat the Pantheon. I keep getting to the 4th one on Charms. I've gotten to the Pure Vessel like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, so you're trying to beat...
killing me.
You're trying to beat the 4th Pantheon with Charms bound?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I did all the Charms for the first 3.
Yeah.
Or not Charms, bindings.
Yeah.
I haven't done them for the 4th one, though.
Yeah, I've done the first 3. But I can't get the Charms one. It's funny how shittier you are. You're slower walking. You don't have steady body, so you get knocked around.
Mm-hmm. Your nail's really short.
Mm-hmm. And it's weaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charms is...
It's crazy how much the not having Sprint Master sucks.
Totally, yeah.
See, what I need to do
Because it's even little things like when Soul Master or Soul Tyrant like goes under you, and you jump up and you hit him down. If you have Sprint Master, it's really easy to then like follow him and hit him again.
Yeah.
You know, especially with steady body. But yeah, if you're not moving fast enough, because not having Sprint Master, that kind of stuff is way harder.
Yeah, it's funny. I beat Pure Vessel with Radiant. Like, I beat Pure Vessel without taking any damage. But I've gotten him like 4 times and haven't been able to beat him.
Mm-hmm. Without Charms, yeah.
Yeah. I also want to go back and fight and beat Zote another time, because I think I can... that guy's gone that way. I think I can beat him more easily now. He doesn't seem that hard, because I fight him a bunch of times in that thing.
Yeah, I mean...
He's not really that hard, you just have to know all his moves and what he does, but like, you have to be on constant... He's constantly doing things that danger you. He like doesn't have any phases that don't hurt you.
Yeah, and a lot...
Like, even when he just falls over, he shoots out a shockwave.
Yeah, right. And I was going to say, a lot of his moves are fake outs, too, yeah. Because, like, sometimes he goes back and then does his, like, sword thing.
The range on that move is so nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you have to just be in the air, because he covers so much ground so fast.
Yeah. Which is great, because in, when you fight him in the Coliseum, and it's just, like, piddly, pathetic, so, you know?
Yeah.
That's, like, the move that he does. He just, like, runs at you with his sword like that.
Yeah, I beat him so fast, he didn't even, like, do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought he was going to be really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to fucking go nuts on him. And he, like, didn't get a move off. Also, man, I thought Nosk was... Do you remember how much trouble I had with Nosk?
Mm-hmm.
You can just cheese him.
He killed me on one of my Steel Soul runs.
If you just stand at the... Like, how the ground goes like this, and then down, and then over. If you just stand in that corner, he, like, can't hit you.
Yeah. My thing... I just don't...
And you can attack up and hit him when he runs over you.
Yeah.
Like, because I did the other one first more, where the ground was flat.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was easier, because I just, like, figured out all his moves. And, like, he does, like, he, like, roars before he runs.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can just tell what he's gonna do. And he only, like, stops and sprays at certain times.
Yeah.
Like, when he's in the middle of the room.
Right.
So, like, I just figured out how to beat him. And then when I started doing that one where the ground was fucked up, I thought it was harder. Because it was, like, just making him run weird. But then I figured out you could just cheese him.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, right. I think, like, the only thing for me that I needed to beat that battle was that you just have to stand, like, in the middle of one of the halves of the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're in the middle and you try to, like, jump and hit him as he runs under you, he stands up and he hits you, you know? But he only does that in the middle of the room, you know?
Yeah, it's all about positioning. But, like, he was so hard for me. But it's one of those things where, like, I'm just going to grind this guy until I can beat him. I'm just going to try to get Radiant on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I'll just have to learn how to fight him. See, my problem is I get stuck in the...
I like the idea of coming straight into this room so that then we can go get that adrenaline pack after, you know? Oh, you only have 7 shots left.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, pathfinding is weird. Like, imagine how to program pathfinding. It seems so hard.
I always think AI seems really hard. Like, how do you, like, program, like, what they're gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know that in Doom, enemy imps are more likely to throw fireballs the closer you are to them?
Nope.
Yeah.
What else do they do? Nothing?
They have a melee attack if you're right up on them.
Okay, I guess I can't go across that. This is the acid room.
Also, Doom has like a pretty complicated system of how to make it so that when you fire a weapon, every demon that's in the room can hear you. I think it even includes when doors are open. Like, then it goes through the door and stuff like that.
Kind of seems like you can't do what you're saying. Because now...
What I was saying earlier?
Yeah, like...
That was because it kept going up and down.
No, like, I can't get the... It's like I can't go back.
Oh, you mean to get the adrenaline?
Yeah. Like, once you're in here, it's the end.
Yeah? Is there a button the other way? Have you gone the other way?
Oh, maybe there's
Like,
a
if you go right?
Yeah, I thought it was just a dead end.
Oh yeah. I guess it does look like it. What up, Y-Doomer? Yeah, no, I never thought about it. Because, like, yeah, demons can hear you when you shoot your gun in that game. But, like, in order to make it so that it's only the demons that are in your room, it has to, like, propagate the sound out, you know? And, like, it hits walls and Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
All right, well.
it might not be enough.
Oh, did you not shoot any wall guys?
No, I didn't. I didn't fucking... I fell in that room right away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I thought not being high off my ass would make it easier to play this game, but I still don't know what the fuck's going on in this game, man.
Oh, it just loaded the game.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna do.
Yeah, I was...
I got honeys to the left of me, honeys to the right. Have you seen that video? It's like a Gus Johnson video where he's like freestyling, but the producer keeps not liking what he's saying. And he keeps like telling him to... He's rapping about the fine ladies with him, but then he starts talking about how they're his cousins. He's like, whoa. No, like, it's about your family. That's weird. Don't do this. Like, okay, no blood relatives. All right. And then he starts rapping about how he's like with his stepdad. Like, okay, no. He's like, because he's not his blood relative. They're not. Yeah. What? We're not related. I don't know. It's just a funny. Their sketches are very similar. He's been on Twitch, but his streams are usually just opening Pokemon card packs.
Oh. Yeah, that's a thing that I've been seeing more of lately. Like, Popo's been doing a lot of that.
He opens Pokemon card packs, but then, like, they come with codes, and he gives away every code.
Yeah, to get a digital pack also.
So it's cool. Like, he seems to be making enough money to do that, and then paying forward.
Is Circle Run?
It's R2.
Ah, thank you.
And like, benefiting the community by giving away free stuff is fine. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, there's a big audience for it. It's just like, man, I just wish you're doing something I wanted to watch.
Yeah.
But it's selfish. But 10 streams, you've done Pokemon, how about the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Popo's been doing a lot of Pokemon card opening stuff.
Yeah.
What
up, Melon? I missed you.
I did not hear about the foxes in Skyrim. Fuck you.
Honeys to the left of me, honeys to the right. These women all around me are quite the sight. It's just funny that people, like... I've talked about it before where I was trying to make we were making a rap song with just like some of my neighbors and stuff, and it's just like some of them just couldn't. It's like they just didn't get the idea of how to speak rhythmically.
Oh yeah.
It's like you just can't rap at all.
Right.
You don't understand the concept of it.
So when you're listening to rap, you're not noticing the fact that they're not just speaking.
And like everyone, okay, just say it like this. Like here's how you would say it. Just think of where the snares are. It's crazy. Lil Jon had a verse. That was pretty funny. He had a line about speed and Keanu Reeves or something. He's got more speed than Keanu Reeves or something. It's just funny to be like, all right, John, you think of some rap lyrics.
Oh, Little John. Do you mean
Papa John?
Okay, Papa John.
I didn't want to. I didn't really want to just say his name.
Right. Yeah, I'm just making sure. Well, honestly, okay. When you said Lil Jon, I was thinking about the famous Lil Jon.
Oh no.
And then I was like, wait, are you back to talking about like a sketch? And now it had Lil Jon in it?
school, everyone called him Little John.
Okay, gotcha.
But
I was also little.
Yeah, so, but it's funny because, like, he doesn't listen to rap, but, like, he's like, he understands, but, like, he knew how to rap.
Mm-hmm.
Because knows what rhythm is, like,
The fox will always try to get a certain distance away, but it's counting distance in nav mesh nodes or something like that. So it'll tend to run to areas with a high density, which is also where enemies and treasure hangs out.
So you gotta follow the fox?
Oh, so like...
Follow the wolf!
So like, that game does its pathfinding using like a mesh on the ground that has like a certain number of panels, you could say, or grid spaces, but then probably to save processing power, it's probably pretty spaced out in the open, but where you are likely to be in encounters, it's more dense. That's interesting.
Hey, when you look at, like, organic patterns or whatever, like, do you see stuff in them all the time?
Like faces?
Yes.
Yeah.
It happens to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm taking a shit, the tile in front of my toilet has like a Mickey Mouse head on it, and I fucking see it all the time. And Mickey Mouse looks really stupid, and it bothers me. And I wish I wasn't looking at Mickey Mouse all the fucking time.
Have you seen the three demons that are the three Donnie Darko rabbits that are on mom and dad's bathroom door?
I can imagine what you're talking about, but no, not specifically.
Yeah, their bathroom door has like, it looks like the rabbit from Donnie Darko, and it's like 3 of them in a row. It's funny. I should take a picture of it.
Do you remember being scared of Donnie Darko or something?
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw the rabbit in Donnie Darko, I thought it was terrifying.
Yeah, one time I was sleeping and Dad came in my bedroom and woke me up and yelled at me for exposing you to Donnie Darko.
I just came downstairs and you were watching it.
He's like, yeah. I don't even remember what he said. But it's like, yeah, thanks. It's like, I don't know! It is scary.
Whoa.
That movie's super interesting. I just watched it recently. It wasn't as great as I remember, because I remember it being, like, super awesome. It was pretty good and pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the thing about the nav mesh, right? Doom actually has kind of a similar thing for hit detection, where there's like a grid on the level that like decides where it looks for hit detection. So like when you shoot, it like calculates the grid spaces that the line would go through. And then it only checks for hit detection against enemies that are in those grid spaces.
Yeah.
But if you're like standing down the line of the grid spaces, it can make the detection kind of weird. To where like sometimes shit just hits you, but it doesn't hit you, or sometimes you shoot enemies and it doesn't register. And it's because, like, the game decided that, you know, because you're, like, right on the line, it's like it's not checking hit detection on the space that they're standing in, you know? But yeah, totally. Like, it makes sense, right? They can't, you know, you shoot a bullet, it can't check the bullet against all 2,000 monsters, you know? It's gotta, like, cut it down somehow.
Dash is to the left of me, Mia to the right.
But, you know...
Dash got a plasma rifle in a firefight.
One thing that's funny to think about with that kind of stuff, though, is that, like, if you just made a game that was a lot like Doom today, you wouldn't really have to bother with that kind of thing.
Dude, have you seen that Nickelodeon Smash Bros. Game?
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Kidding.
But, you know, it's like,
Come on, Mia? Come on, Mia?
Like, now that computers are so much faster and just could think about all those things, you know, then, as long as you don't, like...
She didn't commit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like how I was talking about how I do hit detection on my fucking Game Maker game, and how it's like, technically it's very inefficient because it's like an exponentially CPU intensive process, depending on how many things it has to check, you know? But it's like, as long as I build the levels kind of small, that doesn't matter, you know? Because computers are going to be fast enough to run it. That said, that's not a great way to think about it, but, you know, it's, at the same time, it's true. But yeah, on that subject though, I read that article that you posted, man, and then it was really interesting. Like the idea of like taking all the beginning and end points of every object and putting them in a list, and if there's ever 2 beginning points before there's an end point, then it means that 2 things are potentially intersecting. That's like super clever and interesting. Which so to extend it further to something simple like what I'm doing, is a better way to think of it instead would be that like that article was all about making a broad stroke look at hit detection that's very, very fast and scalable, and then the specific check for hit detection still takes a long time processing wise, but like it has to do it only on the things that have been detected broadly might be intersecting, right? The thing is, if you make everything boxes, if you make everything squares, then the broad detection is good enough. It's already done at that point, you know? And so you can make the very fast, scalable way to do it.
Yeah, but then your
and then
hitboxes
just end
might
it
be
there.
kind of deceiving.
Well, it just means that they're always square-shaped.
Yeah, but if the sprite isn't a square,
Yeah, so
like it's a like a 7, you'd get hit in the bottom quadrant. When
Right.
It doesn't look like you would be. It's like Bowser. That's what happened with
Yeah.
Bowser.
yeah. Well, and that's part of why Bowser is 2 hitboxes, right?
Yeah, because they're like staggered a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if the idea is that if you wanted to prevent that, the article that Minim posted was saying like if you want to prevent that, right, you make the really broad, fast detection that like, oh, the square of the 7 is touching this thing, so we're gonna put that in a list of things to check more thoroughly, right?
Yeah.
And then it checks it more thoroughly.
It's crazy that I could do that every frame.
Yeah.
Computers are fast.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think there's a button in here that I didn't press. No? Right. The yeah. O2 to the N. Right. That's the whole thing. That's what I meant when I said it's exponentially more intensive on the processor depending on how many items there are.
Did you get the adrenaline pack already?
I don't think so. But I also haven't been in Acid Room yet.
Acid Room is the end, though. I think once you enter Acid Room, you're locked into the ending.
Okay.
That's what it seemed like.
Oh, I think I just entered Acid Room. Oh, and I haven't been in the other place yet.
Yeah, you did fall in there, didn't you? What if you just run through it?
Well, I'm gonna... Oh, they can't figure out where I am right now. Oh, he's starting to figure it out. Okay, alright. No, don't aim me up.
So, dude, I've been thinking about getting a tattoo of Lilhorn or Krampus for a long time.
Uh-huh.
But you know what I've been thinking about lately? Getting the
What?
fucking nailsmith.
Oh, yeah?
Ranjo Stunjai. He's so fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm,
He's just a badass guy, and then he's like, dude, I made such a fucking badass blade. I'll never make one as badass again, dude. I want you to kill me with it. It's like, what? All right.
This guy's fucking hardcore about his smithing. Fuck!
Now that I've made the best nail of all time, there's nothing left to do but feel its exquisite edge. It's like, oh man. This guy is so hardcore. Hey, stop. Hey, fuck you.
Oh, there's an ID tag right there. I gotta run away from this thing.
Man, I gotta like... Your movement is just so much better than mine.
Oh, he got stuck. All right, all right, all right.
Protective boots. Does that mean you can stand in the acid over there?
Oh, probably.
Hell yeah.
Get the ID tag, you know.
That's the secret.
Get the flamethrower. I mean, all it really gets you is an ID tag and a flamethrower.
Yeah, but the ID tag.
Hey, yeah, you do need the ID tag. Oh, God.
No, no, no!
Well, the thing is, I feel like this run is fucked anyway. Because, like, what am I going to do? End the level with 10 health, you know? I don't know. I was supposed to get that adrenaline pack.
Maybe something that goes, boom! Here comes the boom!
Ready or not! Mm-hmm.
That song sucks.
It was very much like a movie trailer song.
Do you know who it is?
Is it Saliva?
It's not! That's who I thought it was,
Oh,
too.
really?
It's not Saliva.
Who is it, then?
It's P.O.D. I think P.O.D. has some respectable songs. Remember, we are, youth of the nation. That song was pretty cool.
I remember that being their big song.
I remember that song being pretty cool.
The funny thing is, I don't think I know a Saliva song or what they sound like. Just for some reason, I had it in my head that they did that song. Maybe I heard you say it at some point.
Yeah, what is Saliva then? They're like, God, they sound really similar. What's the song that sounds just like that?
Is that boom, click, click,
yeah,
boom?
Yeah,
Is that Saliva?
Yeah.
Okay. Click, click, boom.
Yeah, that's so stupid. That's like that arena rock genre. It's just awful. Like Shinedown. Shinedown's like the worst band ever.
What do they do?
I don't need. Yeah. What are their songs? They have the. Oh God, what's their? They have like a. I'm trying to remember other songs. They just had one on the radio because the guys were talking about how us on the shitty morning show I have to listen to that I fucking hate.
You still have to hear this morning show?
Okay, it's that I feel like I can't really complain about it that much because I just wear headphones, but like I'm not wearing headphones 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So I'm always exposed to some amount of it.
Gotcha.
But I don't want to say you guys can't listen to this because the minutes I'm not wearing my headphones, I have to hear it.
Right.
But God.
What is it? The 93X morning show?
No, thank God. I probably would complain about that still. That's the worst. And that's what I tell myself, too. At least it's not 93X.
We have a rock station,
they're
radio station around here called 93X. You got to use the smart gun because you can't look down far enough to hit these guys. You might want to, like, run back up the ledge, though.
Shinedown's a cool name, though, I think.
I like the name.
I like the name Bright Eyes, too, to be honest.
And speaking of such positives, you know, I like that song, Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, that's a cool song. I'm getting bullied! Black hole sun, won't you come in my butt? Do you think of that? You ever thought of that?
Remember how many gay jokes there were in the 90s?
I can't. Well, it's not necessarily a gay joke. I guess if you're coming in my butt, it's a guy. Yeah.
But yeah, Soundgarden was.
Does it bring back some memories?
Yeah, I've not been a big fan of Soundgarden in general, but yeah, I like that.
I think Chris
song.
Cornell has a really ugly voice. I think he can sing well, but his voice is really ugly.
I mostly I don't like the way that he sings most of the time. Right.
Like there's a piece of shit stuck in his throat.
Like I feel like he could probably sing in a way that I do like, but it's not the way that he sings, you know?
That's what he sounds like. Someone's just having a field day with my asshole back there. Remember how many gay jokes there were in the 90s? That's the adrenaline thing, right? I'm trying to find out.
That's the body armor. You already got the adrenaline.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, right. A lot of grunge bands had a singer that kind of had like a some kind of, not really rasp isn't really the right word, but you know.
Yeah, like Pearl Jam, Creed. Creed's not really grunge, but
yeah, you know, I don't really know Creed. There's a dude on the wall. Except that song is like, can you take me higher to a place where blind man sees? That's it. That's the extent of my Creed
that song's not terrible.
knowledge.
Not terrible.
I think about that song frequently. Anytime, like when I'm playing a video game, anytime ever that I say something about going higher, I am tempted to say to a place where blind men see.
To a place
and I probably say it about 50% of the time. I just want you guys to know that the other 50% of the time, I'm thinking about it and I'm sparing you from it.
I'm so bad at shooting these guys. It's like my rhythm is just off to where they just come out of the wall.
Just coming out of I'm the chosen one outside the wall.
Your ventriloquist tricks won't work on me.
Oh, how long has it been? An hour 48. First Kung Pao reference. I gotta make that into an actual command. It'll be first. Whenever you guys hear a Kung Pao reference, we'll make a Kung Pao command in the chat, and the first time it'll time it right, and then for every subsequent Kung Pao reference after that, if someone puts it in the chat, it'll just inform them of when the first Kung Pao reference was that stream.
I don't want to be so bad!
Sort of rewatching Kung Pao. I wonder when the last time I watched it was. It was not more than a couple years ago. I'm sure. And the funny thing is, too, like, what I've kind of talked about it a little bit, where it's like, it's not even that funny. I mean, like, I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Kung Pao. We all watched it when we were young and we were 12, and it was the funniest shit ever, right? And then ever since then, it's like an inside joke, right? All the people that watched Kung Pao when they were younger, it's something that we enjoy together now.
I don't know how to fight the fucking enemies.
Alright, I'll give it another shot. This time, I'm gonna really concentrate. I'm gonna try harder than I've tried yet. I'm not gonna press new game. You know what's a funny thing about that, Mons, is I remember when I was a kid, I watched that movie and I thought afterward, like, wow, that movie had, like, no special effects in it. Because, like,
First time I watched it, I didn't even know how he made the movie.
Right. And, like,
I still thought it was funny. But it's, like, infinitely funnier if you understand the actual movie.
Right.
Which you just would if you watch it as an adult.
Right. It's so much funnier knowing how it was made. Exactly. But anyway, so yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't really get it, right? And And like I was exposed to a lot of like Star Wars prequel stuff, where like everything was all about special effects, and my dad loved special effects, So I remember watching Kung Pao.
They're just effects now.
Right. I remember watching Kung Pao when I was younger and thinking like, wow, that movie doesn't have any special effects in it except for like
the cow.
There's like the cow, and then like the there's like a throwaway joke where as the camera is panning across at one point, there's like an alien that sees the camera and runs away or something. But yeah, it's just really funny to think back to that now, that like that's what I thought about Kung Pao, the movie where every single scene is a special effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so which way did I go here? We went this way. Yeah, I had that movie on DVD, and I watched, like, the special features that included a making of and stuff.
There's even, like, an audio track you can listen to where it's just the actual lines he's saying. Because, like, he says, like, the line... He'll just, like, records a bunch of, like, I guess, like, just, like, whatever, like, throwaway lines so his lips don't match the lines in the movie.
Yeah.
So you can watch the audio track where he's just, like, talking about, like, blueberry pie and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Which was definitely a thing where I watched the first, like, 20 minutes of the movie like that, and then I was like, okay, I get it.
Right, yeah. Shirt Ripper. It'd be funny to watch the movie that the movies that they take all the scenes from, like with the guy with the with the claw.
Yeah,
the chain
totally. I would like to watch
that.
That
is ridiculous. He's got a claw and a chain that he's swinging around and throwing at people. But man, my friend Bruce, his brothers watch movies like that all the time.
Mm-hmm. He spends his time swinging a chain around at the top of the waterfall.
There was a movie I remember they were watching where someone had like a bird cage on a chain, and they would like throw it, and it would like go, and it would like the cage would like go around someone's head, and then they would pull it back and pull their head off in the cage.
That sounds like the coolest thing ever.
So they were watching a movie where someone had that. It was their weapon. I'll never forget it.
What if someone threw a loaded bear trap at you?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Okay, this is where the adrenaline pack is. So this time, here's the strat.
I think you missed a guy in the wall.
Did I? We're gonna beat the level this time.
Yeah, back a little bit more. Oh no, you got him.
We're gonna beat the level this time because I'm not picking up this adrenaline pack until later. Yeah. It's funny that they even bother to do a reload animation when it's like a fourth of a second long. I guess it adds realism.
Why didn't you just say 0.25 seconds?
It adds realism without affecting the gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, so yeah, we say like 0.25, right?
Yeah.
I was asking Minnan about it because, in like Norway or in lots of other places, they use a comma instead of a period.
Really? So when I see that, it's not a mistake?
Yeah. Like if it's 1,5, yeah, that's like how other countries
Really?
do the decimal. Mm-hmm.
Every time I see that, I assume it's a typo.
Oh, funny. Yeah, and apparently they say comma. They'll say like 1,5.
Huh.
Except, you know, pronounced differently and using their words for the numbers, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whoops. You didn't learn about that in German class? You took 2 years of German, right?
Effectively one.
Oh, okay. Actually, same here. Yeah, my second year of German, I had a different teacher, and she sucked.
Me too. And I failed it even. Probably wasn't as interested.
Also, yeah, that was the thing too. Like learning the language at the start was really interesting, and then when it got into like nitty gritty grammar details about like all of the different words for the, you know, depending on like where in the sentence it is and
Yeah.
what the gender of the noun is and all that, that was like, this is getting a little. It's not as fun anymore.
Yeah, plus the teacher wasn't as engaging, so it was like harder stuff plus not as engaging.
Yeah.
So it was harder to do, yeah.
Okay, so I want to go south. Let's see. We want to go down and to the left, but we can't. So instead, we're just going to go forward. Back to here. Is this going to lift me up? Nice. Oh, okay. It's going to lift me up into that.
These grenades do square.
Yeah. I don't know if you... Oh, yeah, it's a charge with this gun. But yeah, I coulda. But we haven't picked up that adrenaline pack yet. So this is all free. All right, is this the super annoying elevator? All right, so now we want to turn. I think I want to go this way. And then go right. Because this is an area I haven't been to now. Oh, this is where the night vision goggles are. Smart gun is really good for fighting multiple enemies at once.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Alright, so then we get hurt by 5 coming in here. So really it's 10 damage, because you got to get back out. But there's the night vision. Okay, alright, alright. So that's this area. And then now, I think it's time to grab the adrenaline and then go to the end of the level. And hopefully we got enough of the dudes with the ID tags. So that's over here. There is one more room to go into. It's the dark room, but we'll get in there. This is where that adrenaline pack is, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. No?
Whoa.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was in this room. Maybe you specifically... I probably just missed it. maybe it is in a different place. I really thought it was in this room. Well, shit. I hope I didn't already get it. Alright, well, let's come back out this way, and then I guess go the other ways I haven't gone yet. Oops, L2. Okay.
What the fuck?
All right, this one's indestructible apparently. Okay, this is where this might be where the night vision goggles are necessary.
Yeah.
Okay, this room wasn't so hard, though, I don't think. And there's more stuff in here. Ah! Alright, alright. But now... Man, there's somewhere that... Oh, okay. I was going to say that there's somewhere where there's like a button to press. And it's over here and to the right, I think. And I think last time I went straight here and instead of... Oh my god. Quit it! Boy, that one was really...
Yeah, jittery.
Giving me the runaround. Alright, here's where we use the night vision.
Oh, shit.
Alright, and then get out of the corner. Line them all up. Oh, jeez. Okay, I think I'm standing in a... Hey, no soul form. Or no soul for me. Oh my god, I still make that mistake. Woo! Thanks for the smilers. Ugh. But yeah, been a little while. How you been? Good to see you. Okay. Alright. That's that room. This time we got ID tags. Got a couple other things. I hope this night vision isn't running out soon, but it probably is. So, over here... There is a button. Whatever the hell that does.
Maybe it turns the lights on. Looks like it, because your night vision.
Oh, you know what? I think this turned the lights on when it dropped the things.
Oh.
Alright. Oh, geez. My left hand is getting sore from all this D-pad action. You're moving? That's always, like... pretty stressful, but then when it's over... Quite relieving. You know, like,
Yeah, you're in a new place. It's really clean.
Right, a new place that's really clean, and you have less stuff, because you probably got rid of a bunch of stuff, you know? You get to, like, reset up all your business, so everything's, like, fresh. Okay, we're just gonna kind of tiptoe in here, you know. Fight these guys one at a time. Alright, alright. Alright, we got the boots. With the boots, we can come over here and grab this ID tag. Okay, this is all great, but man, I really wonder where that adrenaline pack went.
Mm-hmm. It's really weird.
I must have gotten it. You know? Oh my god, that guy hit me twice, down to 70. Well, I guess we gotta just go and hope that there's healing in the next level, yeah?
Yeah. We could also not save. But I don't know.
I bet we can probably just heal in the next level.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, alright. So let's go boom, boom. Oh my god, we even deleted 2 things.
Game sucks.
And then you also have to, like, find it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is like a big problem with the game, is its inability to fucking save the game without deleting your file every time. Alright, well, here you go. Re-entering the main chamber. Opened up another section that can be secured. Unfortunately, you have inadvertently allowed some xenomorphs back into these chambers. It would be wise to dispatch them before moving on. Is this another bonus level, do you think? Nope.
Whoa, a new kind of...
Yeah, they do look a little different. I don't know if we've seen these guys before. They kind of look like they took less hits.
Yeah.
I will be back in 1 minute.
I don't get where they spawn from. Alright, so we're hooking around. Hook 'em up. And we got in a little circle here. What a PSO.
Ooh, yeah, it kind of looks like you've, it kind of looks like the bonus area, the way that it's circular. But maybe this is like now they've repurposed it into an actual level.
It looks like behind me and here. I can open this. Guess not.
If that's not where you came in, then that might be the
That's probably
exit.
where I came in. So I can go here, and there's like, I don't know, the next one up.
I like the implication that it's your fault that the xenomorphs are back. Seems you've let some xenomorphs back in.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, hypo pack. And I'm hyper.
Yeah, I don't know what hyper does. Oh, it was the bonus area, I guess. Huh. Oh, it's a full heal, so that's great. All the question marks in some of those save game files, I wonder what characters those are. Because, like, it must be characters that this font doesn't have or something, you know?
Yeah.
But I wonder what they are.
Synthetics have previously been placed in this area to deter any potential sample smugglers. We are now unable to remove them. These synthetic workers will kill on sight. After studying our data, we feel that the company can sustain the credit loss of these employees. Remove them so the area can be accessed.
Accessed.
Be sure not to waste any pulse rifle ammo when you enter the level.
So the
Strafe, you fucking Ripley!
ooh, it's like this is like the Killer 7 track. This totally sounds like a song from Killer 7.
Faked me out with that drop, whatever it was. I'm falling backwards.
So it is pretty interesting that we're like, I mean, we're on like the alien ship now, right?
Yeah, I think we're almost done with the game.
Yeah, and also, doesn't the box say that there's like 30 levels?
Yeah.
And we're on level 27?
I'm not sure exactly.
I think we're on level 27.
Ooh. Ooh. A little fucking xylophone action. Hang on.
Gotta remember the controls on looking down. Remember, if you can't quite look down
Yeah, I'm
far
trying to
enough.
switch weapons. Is it triangle?
Oh, but
No.
you're holding L2, so it is triangle, but you're holding L2.
Ah, that's why.
Whoa! Fuck! All right. Let's see this new level. That FMV game over screen always reminds me of that game Area 51.
Yeah, Area 50. That game probably fucking kicks ass. Probably sucks.
Yeah, in like arcades, fucking Area 51. Yeah, that game is probably fucking terrible.
Are the SNES minis hard to find?
I don't know.
Someone was talking about how
Found it.
No, I mean the Model 2 SNES.
Oh no, I
Someone
don't.
was
Yeah.
just I forgot who it was. They were just talking about things they wanted to get, and they were mentioning that they wanted to find one of those.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Because that's the one that I have.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that SNES minis specifically, so the regular Super Nintendo has RGB out natively,
Yeah.
and the one chip model has the best looking RGB,
Yeah,
but
it doesn't have the blurry black.
but the SNES Mini,
Blurry black.
the SNES Mini does not have RGB out natively, but I have heard though that if you mod a SNES Mini for RGB, then that looks even the best.
Even betterer. Man,
Even
the Genesis
betterer.
looks fucking cool. Maybe it's just like a nostalgia thing that like Bruce had it. So when I was a kid, I'm like, it was really fun to play Genesis, but like,
It's
it looks
pretty
fucking cool.
It's pretty cool looking. The cartridges look cool too. You know, like the shape of the cartridges. I like how they look.
Black.
They're black. They got those like rounded edges on the sides. You know, they have spine labels.
It's so funny how much the Jaguar looks like a toilet, and how the cartridges look like the back of it, like a toilet tank.
Oh yeah.
It's like, the thing just looks like a fucking toilet.
I don't know specifically what it looks like off the top of my head. That's not the system. Yeah. Wait, was the Jaguar one of those systems that had like a number pad on the controller?
Yeah. Yeah, and it had like overlays.
Yeah,
games
that
came
was
with overlays for
Jaguar.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember if the
Play some
overlay thing
Jag.
was that or in television.
Oh, hey, Mia! You want to play some Jag? She doesn't.
Uh-oh.
Where did you learn to fly?
I'm dead.
Where did you learn to be an asshole? Man, I remember the first time I saw Angry Video Game Nerd. I thought it was like the funniest thing that there could ever be.
Yeah.
Where did you learn to be an asshole? So good.
Yeah, it's great when like the idea of talking about video games on the internet was so untapped, you know?
Yeah.
Cuz like being like it seemed like so many fewer people played video games when we were younger, you know? And it was rare that you could even talk to someone about video games. So now on the internet there's someone who's like, you know, also it was harder to make videos back then, you know? The idea of like recording and editing and all that was all harder. So the fact that someone was putting all that much effort to talk about video games, you know, it was special no matter what it was.
I remember playing Street Fighter against this guy once at like my apartment, and I beat him like 30 times in a row or something.
Yeah.
And then he won and just popped off so hard. It was, I don't know what made me think of that. And I'm not even good at Street Fighter, but it's like he had never played it.
Yeah.
And then when he finally won, it was just so awesome.
Man, one time
And then it he just felt that it had just wiped away all the losses.
Yeah, right.
Now he's the big
Now he's
man.
better.
Right.
Now he's better at the game.
Right.
Mm-hmm. This one
Okay,
time.
now play someone that knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I'm just doing the fucking. I know like 2 moves with Ryu, so. Now Street Fighter's really fun.
One time my friend Ash was playing a bunch of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Oh yeah.
But she couldn't beat the campaign, you know?
Yeah,
she
it's
was
like impossible. Like
Well-
dude's balls are clacking together. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember, but she was telling me about this, right? That like she couldn't beat this one part, and I remember playing that game a lot, like on an emulator at one point. I played a whole bunch of that game, and I was like, I've played a bunch of that game. And she was like, oh yeah, you should come over and play it. And I was like, yeah, all right. And then, oh my god, I went over there, and she just fucking cleaned my clock at the game, like 30-0, you know?
Yeah.
Just destroyed me at it so bad. I was like, oh yeah, you know?
Whoops.
I guess I haven't played this game since I was a kid.
Yeah, Bean Machine. Righteous Connections.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the 2-player battle music is so awesome in that game.
I don't remember it.
It's like bum, bum, bam, bum, 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 bam. Bum, bum, bam, bum, bum, bum. It's got like banging bass.
But, yeah, I mean... it seems like puzzle games frequently have very good music, you know? Tetris, Dr. Mario.
Yeah. He's more of a pharmacist. But
Those two.
it's neither here nor there.
Well, I mean, you can be a doctor and be a pharmacist, right? You can have your doctorate in counting.
But yeah, but the doctor's not the one at the pharmacy putting the pills in the bottles.
What did someone just say? I was watching someone on Twitch, and they were talking about like their wife is a doctor, right? And that someone asked them one time, "Are you the kind of doctor that helps people?"
Nah, I'm the bad kind. I'm Dr. Kevorkian.
What up, Dong Diggity? This is the same alien that killed me.
Oh my god. Do you remember House of 1,000 Corpses?
I've never seen it, but I remember hearing about it. Is that a Rob Zombie movie?
Yeah. It's like not good. And
Pass the paddle, bro.
And the main like bad guy is named Dr. Satan.
Dr. Satan. I mean, if the movie is really campy, then I could get behind that, right?
So fucking stupid, dude. And then The Devil's Rejects is like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's just so fucking stupid. It's like, how fucking offensive can we make this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen any of Rob Zombie's movies.
And House of 1,000 Corpses is more subdued than Devil's Rejects, which is just like shock porn.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. And then like he did a Halloween movie, like a remake of Halloween.
Oh yeah.
I quit watching it because it was so fucking bad. It's like make characters that are interesting instead of like I don't know. Since like that movie there was like an era where there was a lot of movies like that, like Eli Roth style movies, like Hostel. Did you ever see Hostel?
No.
What a piece of shit.
I've heard of it.
Terrible.
So I was gonna say it's kind of seems like I feel like Saw really inspired a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because I remember Saw was the first movie where, like, I went to school and all the kids who saw Saw were talking about it, and all they were talking about was how gory it was and how, whoa, can you believe it?
I can't believe that someone would read, like a production company would read that script and greenlight it and say, let's make this movie.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's like why I've always avoided that movie, honestly, is just because it's like the only thing I heard anyone talk about it was that it was really gory.
The first one's kind of interesting, and it's not, I don't know, fake gore to me isn't even that bad. Like, that's not why I didn't like Hostel. I didn't like Hostel because it had no substance. It's just like, now here's what we're gonna do to the person.
Yeah. You know what? I remember one of my roommates watching Hostel 3, I think it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's like, right.
It's like, what are the characters like? Who cares? They're getting dismembered.
Right, yeah. And that is what I remember from what I saw of that one. It was like the scene was that they were like torturing and killing a guy in front of a bunch of like rich people who were like making bets on how they were gonna behave, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it was kind of stupid.
Have you seen Cabin Fever?
No.
It's so stupid. It was like Eli Roth's like breakout movie, and there's like a part where they're like wheeling someone through like a hospital, and like in one of the rooms there's like a guy in a bunny costume, and then in the credits it has like bunny suit guy, and then like the and then for the actor it says like we'll never tell.
Okay.
It's like, who gives a fuck who's in that costume? Who gives a fuck? Like, we're keeping this special information from you. It's my college dorm mate. Like, who even cares? That movie sucked. It had Ryder Strong in it. He was Sean in Boy Meets World, his friend. The boy's friend. His name is Ryder Strong.
It's a funny name, kinda.
It sounds like a shitty like NXT wrestler name that they would give to somebody.
Oh yeah, Ryder Strong. It's pretty similar to Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
Man, with Adam Cole gone, I wonder what they're doing in NXT. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening with Undisputed Era now?
I don't know. They got rid of I don't know what the word is. They released Bobby Fish.
Oh yeah.
So there'd only be 2 of them in there anyway.
Yeah. And I was wondering like if Bobby Fish is gone and Adam Cole is gone, I wonder if Kyle O'Reilly is gonna stick around, even though they were starting to push him, you know, with like him versus.
He was kind of having a babyface turn.
Yeah.
That was like a year ago, though. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really watched any of that. I've only been looking at like who they're releasing.
Dude, that one championship match though between Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly was so awesome.
Yeah, and Kyle O'Reilly like broke his jaw in it.
Yeah.
Or no,
yeah. He like kneed him in the face.
I think Finn Balor broke his jaw. Finn Balor broke his jaw. Kyle O'Reilly like kneed him in the face and broke his jaw, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean I meant like Kyle O'Reilly broke Finn Balor's jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that, I mean, you know, that wasn't even like a big deal as far as how good the match was, I feel like.
No, yeah, I just remember that happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, speaking of...
they were laying their shit in.
Yeah.
I mean, it means that
It means it looked really good when he need him, yeah. When I really liked those two like feuding, you know, and especially that match was really good. But man, I did not like Kyle O'Reilly as a babyface very much though. I thought he was super boring the way that he talked.
I can't get anywhere.
Yeah, this level is extra fucked, it feels like.
Yeah, he just kind of seemed like a douche.
Right, he was just like kind of
douche.
douchey, yeah.
Like he'd be saying the same things if he was a heel.
Right.
But they're like, they just or put him next to a guy he's even more heely, but it doesn't really make him a babyface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder, what they're gonna do. I should listen to a NXT review, just to hear who's doing what. It's funny, Jim Cornette recently just, they did a thing where he had to pick like, 12 people or something from the roster, and just like he picked like his 4 top guys and then like 4 tag teams and then like 4 like intermediate guys or something, and just said how he would book them for a year or something. It was just super interesting because it's like, yeah, that just sounds so much better than like it's like they don't do that. They don't. And he's saying like these are the guys where you just don't have them lose, or like don't have them wrestle each other. Like have everyone else you have is just gonna wrestle these guys and lose. And then in the pay-per-views you had these guys wrestle each other. Like it just seems like they don't book like that anymore.
All right, I got started on this room, or on this level, kinda.
It was just really interesting to hear the people he picked and who he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Should be pushed.
Oh, I guess I'm not as started as I thought, because I think it's down here that I keep dying. It's these fuckers. It's this part. Oh, there's another one. Okay, turn around. Use the night vision, I guess, you know. Alright.
What's that word that is it Mary Sue? Mary Sue in movies?
Where, like, a character has no flaws?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A character is unrealistically strong in every way, right?
Which I always first heard that term, like the first time I heard the term, I thought that it meant that the character was like a self-insert that was flawless, you know? Like it was like the author writing themselves in as a perfect character.
Yeah.
But I guess it's
like
not.
Neil Breen.
It's not that quite that specific. Yeah.
I have information that could launch a nuclear missile and destroy the world.
Oh.
I can do it from the back of my car. I have 3 laptops. I'm typing on them all at once. And he like touches the bolt with the wrench. Because he's like supposed to be like installing the satellite, but just already there.
Oh man, the funniest thing to me is like there's like this scene where he's on his computer and just like talking out loud to himself about what he's doing, because it's just not explained in any other way, like what he's doing all that.
And there's no one there to like to say it.
Right. So he's just sitting at his computer saying, "I'm gonna keep hacking these government files and gathering information to expose them all." Also, what's extra funny about it is that the thing that he's saying isn't that he has a new plan. It's not like he's got a new idea. Oh, he's doing this now. He's saying that he's gonna keep doing the same thing that he's already been doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you have no reason to think he was gonna not. Anyway.
Right. Okay, that was really weird. I was like running, and now I'm in a different place. But I got armor.
I have 200 armor. Black Luster Soldier.
Black Luster Soldier?
Oh, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking this game's lost some of its luster. It made me think of Black Luster Soldier.
What?
I also
that
thought
sounds really familiar, but I don't know what it is.
I also thought of Mary Sue because I was thinking of Kylo Riley, and then I thought of Kylo Ren, and thought of how she's a Mary Sue.
Isn't Kylo Ren the dude? Is it? Yeah.
Well, I guess he's a Mary Sue then.
The girl is it's not. Oh, it's something Skywalker, right? Isn't it?
I remember. I just heard that about the new Star Wars that that character's really boring because she just like
just has no flaws.
Yeah, and just isn't interesting because she's just like this perfect character that.
Yeah.
Just like your flaws are what's interesting.
Totally.
I haven't seen that though. I just can't care about Star Wars ever again.
Right. Yeah, I can't.
Oh
think
my
of...
god. I saw this this video of Funko
The pop
Funko Pops.
company.
It was like just pallets and pallets of unsold Star Wars Funko Pops, and they were just feeding them directly into the into like the garbage market.
Yeah.
Like, nobody bought these, and they're just filling a landfill with them.
And
And it was just it was like pallets and pallets of them, and they're just like unwrapping them out of the pallets and just putting the sealed shit down the. It's like the thing that like crushes them all.
Yeah.
Like the turbine that crushes them all.
I
they're just
mean-
putting them through that, and like we have nothing to do with these.
Yeah, that's what I always think when I...
It's like horrible. It's like, look at how many of these there are. Stop making these.
Yeah, whenever I see, like, you go to a store and you see a big wall of them, that's, like, exactly what comes to my mind immediately.
It's like, what's going to because no one's going to buy these, so what's going to eventually happen to them?
Yeah.
They're just going to fill a landfill.
Can they not get through this? Oh.
It's craziness. Oh, there's a new character, Baby Yoda? Make 50 million Baby Yoda pops.
We've told the investors that this character's gonna be a hit!
By the way, Baby Yoda was created to sell toys and shit. Totally.
Right, well...
What purpose does it serve? Like, I don't know. I'm just speculating because I haven't seen the context of it. But man, when you look at it, it's like, dude, this is made to sell toys to kids.
That's what I mean about the investor thing, is that, like, it's a... Right. We know for sure this character's gonna be a hit, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, why is this one red?
I looked to see if there was Hollow Knight Funko Pops. Specifically because, like, it's gonna look so similar, but just slightly worse.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're gonna have to, like, space the eyeballs apart or something to make it look like a Funko Pop, but it's, like, it's so minimalist design that, like, and that's, like, what the pop is, but it's, like, already that?
Yeah.
So, like, what are they gonna do? Just, like, make it look like a Lego guy? And that's just pretty much what it was.
Oh, there is one?
Yeah. The eyes are just, like, small and far apart, like, wall-eyed. So it just looks, like, not correct. It's like someone drew it wrong. Is what it looks like.
Oh, yeah. I can't think of what it is, but I did see a Funko Pop that was not, like, uniform with the other ones, you know?
Yeah.
And so for that one, it was like, so what's the point of this? Like, they couldn't make it in their style, because it's too strange of a design to change.
Yeah.
So why even make it?
Like if we tried to make like a Star Wars battle droid or whatever, because they're just like, they're really like slender and long.
Yeah.
So like, how the fuck do you do it? Because that's like the opposite of what they look like. Slender Man. Remember when Slender Man was really popular?
Yeah. There was a movie and everything.
Did you hear about that girl that like, those two girls that murdered someone? Oh,
Yeah.
No, they didn't die, right? They survived. I think the girl survived.
Oh, okay.
She like crawled out of the woods to the roadside. And like someone saw her. And picked her up. And they were trying to appease the Slender Man.
Yeah, it happened in Wisconsin. And so apparently when that movie came out, like a lot of the theaters in Wisconsin didn't play it.
You hear the guy that shot Ronald Reagan is out of jail now?
Honestly, I didn't know that Ronald Reagan had been shot.
Yeah, somebody tried to assassinate him. Probably for his horrible economic plan.
Yeah, I didn't even... I don't know, like, anything about history and shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, is the level exit? I wonder if we did the mission.
Ronald Reagan was, he pushed, like, trickle-down economics or supply-side economics, which basically means we're going to give all the money to the rich people and the corporations, and that will benefit society. It will trickle down into society, into the public. But that doesn't happen. They just hoard their money. It doesn't happen. It's fucking stupid. And there's also the idea that, like, even if that happens, then banks have more money to loan to people. But it's like, it's not even, like, it's just not the case. Like, it's not beneficial. Like, it doesn't offset. It's not like banks won't have enough money if you don't do that. And you're just making it so the rich people have all the money.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about economics.
So we're on section 3, level 10. So this
might be the last level.
This might be the last level.
What is that?
What does the box say?
Yeah, how many levels does it say? 30 plus levels.
How
many acid drenched?
Over 30 acid encrusted levels.
Oh, okay, they're acid
but
encrusted.
over 30 might mean that there's bonus levels.
Right. It probably does.
Well, because we've seen the bonus levels.
No, I think that is what it means, because like that wording is like, because if there was like 32 levels, you think they would just say that. They're like, they're spinning it to make it sound like the most levels.
Yeah.
Like it's over 30. Oh man, a side note. Like, I'm trying to make this not bother me as much, and it's starting not to, but like when people say things wrong, like asterisk.
Oh, yeah.
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
It's an asterisk.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the fucking word.
Mm-hmm.
People say asterisk a lot.
The thing that's like that bothers me the most is, first of all, Lara Croft. And every time someone fucking talks about Tomb Raider, they say Lara Croft.
Yeah.
So that drives me nuts. But then also people like put they misplace the plurals in names of things a lot, or just like put S's on things.
Like Chiefs of Justice.
Yeah, Dragon's Age, you know.
Oh.
Stuff like that.
So things that aren't even plural.
Right.
I'm thinking about like plural, like there's the Chief of Justice, but if there's two of them, it would be the Chiefs of Justice. It wouldn't be the Chief of Justices.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about like they just like put sins and punishments.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's all the time, man.
Aliens Trilogy. You are re-entering the main chamber of the ship.
S's are cool though.
Your efforts have opened up another section that can be secured. Judging by the warrior presence, you may be very deep into the bone ship.
I would guess. Notice we don't have a mission objective on this one. Like it didn't say what our mission is.
Yeah, do you want to do this one? I do all the bonuses.
Well, is this a bonus? Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I would guess that by a large margin, S is the most common letter for a game title to start with.
I think we should abolish. I don't know if abolish is the right word, but let's get rid of the letter C, because we can just use K or S. Mm-hmm. Just get rid of C.
Okay.
We don't need it.
Yeah.
And what other letters are there also like that? Like X? Because it's either a Z sound or like an SH.
Or like a KS. I think it's most common. It's like KS.
Yeah, you'd have to spell my name differently, but you could.
Okay, right. You know what my
shorten the alphabet.
Okay. You know what my contribution is to like how we can change things? Q should be lower in the alphabet. It should be lower. You know?
I think we could get rid of Q.
Q is way up there. It's above R and S? Nah. Q belongs like down there with Y and Z.
No, it sounds like a low letter, but it's not. It's like right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we can get rid of Q altogether.
Or
it's usually a K sound.
Yeah, right,
or
yeah.
Or KW.
Right, we can replace QU with KW.
Quack is now spelled KWAK. We don't have C.
Okay, yeah.
We don't have Q. And then think of all the U's we could get rid of. We could just shorten everything up, man.
Yeah, we could. We're gonna save so much money on like printing. Reintroduce Eth and Thorn. Oh, that's the thing, right? I mean, if your goal is to like make the language more readable, we're gonna need to introduce a lot more vowels.
Also, let's bring the S set into English, right?
The S set? Yeah. You want you. Well,
or should we just get rid of double S?
That's what I was gonna say. That's the opposite of everything else you've been saying.
Yeah, I'm not consistent. Look at this guy mowing the path. Mowing the sidewalk.
So I don't think I'm being productive in this bonus level here. I think I think we're worse off than where we started so far.
Boner show.
There's a lot of xenomorphs in it.
Boner.
But like I just need to find like one med pack, right? And then I think we'll be fine. But I'm not finding it.
Oh man, on the David Pakman show, he does a bonus show. Like, I think it's what the subscribers would get. But one time when he was introducing it, he accidentally called it the Boner Show.
Is this the guy that was opening card packs? No, that was Gus Johnson.
No, yeah. He's like a progressive political commentator.
Right.
But,
The Boner Show instead of the bonus.
yeah. And someone did like a video of it where it's like, Boner Show. It's really funny. Because it's just so funny to just say that. And just immediately he's like, oh.
What's...
He called it the Boner Show.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of thing with like news anchors a lot, where they'll like mess up their teleprompter reading and, you know, say something silly.
Boner.
I don't think
Boner Show.
I don't think
Did we get a chance to save
after the bonus level?
before
Yeah.
the bonus level?
Yeah, and we did.
You saved before the bonus level and then did poorly in it?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we quit. Boner Show.
Oh my god. It reminds me of the way that like people with like different accents put like the sound on something that ends with not like a word like bonus, right? They wouldn't do. But like data, mana. How much mana? You know,
He's got 3 black mana.
collecting some data. You ever play that game Bayonetta?
Yeah, when do I always say it? I say manor. I just say manor. Because in Hollow Knight you got mana. I mean, I guess.
You have soul.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta finish that fucking shit. And then I gotta do the last Pantheon, which I assume is just... I think it's just every boss. And it's there's also, apparently... I think there's a second Nosk and a second Mantis Lords.
Oh.
I mean, there has to be. Because the Nosk statue has a spot for a switch to flip, and so does the...
And at this point, it's like, where else would they be?
Yeah, well, cause I know it's another Nosk because the statue has a
Right.
And, yeah, the game, like, just told me there is. If it's something else, I'd be extremely surprised, because all signs point to Nosk number 2.
Yeah, you know, if I have one criticism of Hollow Knight and its expansions, I would say I think Godhome should just be a different game mode. I don't think that they should have put it into the main game.
Yeah, because now I'm like, I've beat the game, but I'm just like stuck in Godhome, trying to do everything in it
Yeah.
to feel like I beat the game, but it's like, yeah, I already did.
And it like
I could just be done at this point.
Right, and it like spoils some things and that kind of thing, you know, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And like when you beat the 4th Pantheon or whatever, when you beat one of them, I don't remember which one, it unlocks Godhome as like a or as a game mode, where like you can start a save file. And it'll just put you in Godhome with 100% inventory, you know, for you to just play Godhome if that's just what you want to do, you know.
Oh.
And like,
I'm glad I used the simple key to unlock that first.
but
You only
like,
got one. Yeah, you only got one hammer.
mm-hmm. Nor. Have you heard people like say it that way
No.
too? Nor. Idea is like, that's like an American thing.
Yeah,
or
idea.
kinda. Well, some people. Or like Warsh. Put it through the Warsh.
Niner. A Niner's different. I think you say nine. I don't get Niner though, because it's supposed to be not confused with other letters. But then, like, what the fuck are you gonna confuse it with?
Right, that's what I've always thought.
Like, what did you think you said? And some of the phonetic alphabet is so stupid. Like, Juliet is what you picked for J. Juliet.
Oh, for the...
Like, why isn't it like joy?
What? Yeah, what?
Like, why are they all like 4 syllables?
Yeah, what's that alphabet called?
The phonetic alphabet?
Yeah, but it's got like a name. The specific... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of like the Alpha Bravo Charlie one.
Yeah, that's the phonetic alphabet.
Lima, Golf.
Yeah.
It's got a specific name, though.
Oh.
Because,
well,
like,
then I don't
phonetic
know.
alphabet is a generic term, you know?
Yeah, I
Anything could be a phonetic alphabet. I guess I left with 60 health, 70.
Let's just not save.
Yeah. All right, well, you do the level,
No,
like you were saying.
I've heard people call it the military alphabet.
I think it's called, like, the NATO phonetic alphabet or something like that. It's got, like, it's got, like a name like that.
Do you know what NATO is?
No.
It's a North Atlantic Treaty Organization or something.
Okay.
It's like a treaty between the U.S. and other countries
Gotcha.
that basically say we'll, I think it's like we'll watch each other's backs militarily. It's basically to, make sure you have, military hegemony.
The International Radio Telephony Spelling Alphabet, commonly known as the NATO phonetic alphabet. Yeah! I actually knew something. Man, I've been doing crossword puzzles every once in a while recently. Man, they make me feel like an idiot. But also, a lot of the time, it's just like a lot of them are like pop culture things. One I did the other day though was like super easy, and it was
What the fuck?
there were a lot of like video gamey hints in it.
I always got a lot of things from Magic. Just because it would use words like galvanic.
Oh,
That, like, I would never know.
right.
If it wasn't for a Magic card.
Yeah. And then for I feel like for general knowledge, I feel like you know a lot of stuff because of The Simpsons.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, luckily when we did the crossword puzzle on stream, it wasn't... I feel like I got a lot of it.
I think I should be using this weapon. Too hot to switch.
Yeah, that's kind of an issue with this game's gameplay on the controller is only being able to cycle weapons in one direction.
Totally.
And you can't even like mash it, you know? You have to switch them one at a time. In like Doom, on a controller, you can just hit it like boom boom boom, you know? And it'll go down and it'll come up 3 weapons later instead of
like you can
yeah, do that and it'll actually cycle multiple weapons.
Yeah, that's crazy that you can't do that. I didn't even think.
You know what's funny is, as far as like trivia goes, I used to be really knowledgeable about games, I think, you know? But I don't even think I am anymore. I'm like way behind the times on games now.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you'd know like things about.
But like the PS3 generation, you know? Part of it was because I was working at GameStop at the time, but like, you know, the PS3 generation, I could tell you like...
I wonder how many of these I can hit.
I could tell you like who the developer and publisher of every game was, you know? And what other games have they made and that kind of stuff.
What is that?
I think I've told the story where when there were USCM, when there were oh, it's pulse rifle ammo. when there were midnight launches at GameStop, a lot of the time, like, if there was staffing for it, someone would, like, keep the line entertained, basically, you know?
Yeah.
And I would do trivia, right? And oh, man. So, I remember one of them was, like, I think it was a Call of Duty launch. And, not one damn person could tell me who made Mario. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Really?
Yeah, it was like I got down to that, right? With the trivia questions. I got all the, like, cuz they kept not knowing anything until I got all the way down to
You're like, "All right, who's the creator of Super fucking Mario?"
Right. And they were like, "Why would I know that?" They almost seemed offended that I would ask.
Yeah, you should have asked him about, like, how big is Sam Fisher's dick? Like, whatever. Oh man,
Well, are we talking imperial or metric?
whenever I look up human, like, I'm like, oh man, whatever. I'm gonna look up human on Wikipedia because I want to know, like, whatever. Whatever. I'm looking up human. I'm gonna like what they say about human on Wikipedia.
The Death Album?
Yeah. And human penis size always autocompletes. And it's like, dude, it's just like people are so concerned with like the size of their penis compared to the average human penis size, I guess. That's a little like, what does that even do for you?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, that's like a whole joke of the...
I don't even know. For me, I don't even know.
Right.
Because I haven't really looked into it. I've seen, like, porno, but, like, are those big dicks? I don't, probably. I don't know. I would guess they're big dicks.
Well, I think that might even be part of what makes people so concerned, is the fact that, like, you're not exposed to an average penis very often,
right.
You know?
Like, I assume these are big dudes with monster dicks.
Right.
I'm not like, oh, my God, am I supposed to look like that? And
right.
even if it was, and it's like, my penis isn't that big, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I guess I would be concerned if I was in a relationship where it somehow made the woman less enthused.
Well,
because then it's affecting someone else's life.
Well, maybe she's the one looking it up. You know, she's
yeah,
like,
maybe.
I wonder what I should be aiming for.
Or a dude. If I was in a relationship with a dude.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't want to assume.
Yeah,
like,
I mean the partner who is.
I would be concerned with the partner's satisfaction and not my own.
Uh-huh.
But like, I don't know. Cause like, what can you do? What you didn't like fuck up, and now your penis is small.
Right.
It's just like it's a hand you were dealt.
Oops! I accidentally cut off the last digit of my dick.
But just like it seems like this Instagram shit is really like warping kids. Like it's making kids like I bet it's gonna make kids like really self-centered and like body conscious, and it's like a net negative.
Yeah, I think that this is something that's been talked about for a very long time though. Like, because Instagram is not new.
No, I know, but like, did you see like our niece wanted to play with the phone, and all she wanted to do was put like a sexy filter on herself and dance in front of the camera for like 2 hours, and it's like, one, that's fucking jailbaity as fuck, and like it's making like kids want to be like sex icon. It's fucked.
I mean, look, this was 2 hours of her life. Versus like all the time.
But just like if I don't know, it just seems concerning. We're right. It's like, okay, this isn't your whole life. But like the like celebrities or whatever shit you're exposed to makes you think like this is what's important. I don't know.
I think that's been something that people have been concerned about ever since social media started.
Sure.
Yeah, because
I'm just behind the times.
With MySpace and Facebook and all that, definitely. I mean,
But I think this Instagram specifically is more about like, well, no, you're right about Facebook. Like, you think it's really important to like let everyone know what you're doing at all times.
Yeah.
Or Twitter, because you're so important that like what you're doing is so like
I don't even know if it's that. I think it's just what I think it's more what you were saying about this well, it makes everybody very conscious about how they look to others.
Yeah. Or compared to others. Like, do I have as many sexy photos of me as this person puts on? Or like, oh, all these people are doing this. This is what is important in life, is portraying yourself in this way. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about how other people use that kind of stuff, though. Like, I'm not a big fan of social media, really, so I don't use it very much, you know. But there was something you were saying earlier that's kind of similar. I guess I just...
Oh, about, like, Dave Chappelle jokes and how, you're worried about how they affect certain people.
Yeah,
I don't want to...
I guess what I want to... My point is just to be aware of the damage it could cause, instead of acting like there's no harm in it at all. Even... What is my point, really? My point is that even if you're not saying a joke from a place of hate, it can fuel other people's hate anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if we can say, though, that, like, we're not allowed to speak a certain way because it might... Because of other people being idiots, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not even saying that you shouldn't be able to do it. I'm just saying you should be conscious of what could happen. I'm not saying, like, you shouldn't be allowed to make jokes. If, you know, I'm just saying, like... Just because, I don't know. Just because you mean it a certain way doesn't mean it's not going to have any negative effects. It's not going to have any externalities on the public. But, like, there's also the thing, like, you can't make policies around the shittiest people.
Right. That's kind of what I'm saying, because...
all I'm saying is it's just something to be aware of. But yeah, you definitely can't make policies around the shittiest people. That's like always the argument against like welfare and stuff.
Right, because it's
people are just gonna
take advantage of it.
Yeah, and it's like, well, it's like, you know how many people this is gonna fucking help? Like, as opposed to that, it's ridiculous. I remember growing up and like hearing about welfare like it's really bad and like a bad thing to be on, and like, I don't know. I sometimes I think about stuff growing up and like all like the really conservative values that were like kind of taught to me, and I've had to like, and just how now I feel like so different, and like it's just interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's kind of just what bugs me about talking about any of that stuff, is just that I feel like when
I just feel like there should be a baseline. There should be a baseline life experience that you try to get everyone up to who's below it. Because you don't know it. I don't know. We don't need to talk about it. But.
All right, I saved at the bonus this time because we have 99 health. So what is this now? You're close to the central hatchery. And destroy all of the eggs. That's easy. Yeah. So I was thinking that this would be the last level, but just because of the number.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it is. Just based on what the last like.
Well, I don't know. This is the hatchery. Then the next level could be the final queen.
Right. And it probably is. Probably. So yeah, this room is so weird. The way that like it's like bumpy, so it keeps like making you look up and down.
I do remember being a kid though and being concerned about like brands of clothes.
Yeah, like the way you looked a lot.
Yeah, and it's like so like I guess you'd wish that kids would be worried about other things, but like I guess, you know, when I grew up it was like the same thing. It wasn't like Instagram, but it was like what clothes are you wearing? It's like the same thing. It's just kids can be so cruel. We can? Thanks, Mom.
Okay, this level doesn't seem so hard yet. You know, just going through. Blast the eggs. There's lots of, I mean, what...
Are they jammy?
What if,
Jammy eggs?
Jammy eggs? Like,
Yeah, people like
jam on eggs?
No, like you want the yolk to be jammy when you cook your egg.
Oh, like slightly hardened? Like only slightly, though?
Yeah, like not hard. You want it to like run out and be viscous. You know?
Yeah.
You don't want it to be watery.
Right.
But you don't want it to be hard. You want it to have some surface tension.
Yeah, I pretty much only like fried eggs. I don't...
Man, I love the yolk.
I don't like the yolk and the white to still be separated, you know? I want them to be, like, cooked together.
I like them to be... I like them both. The white is very good. The yolk is very good. Eggs are great.
I actually haven't had an egg in a long time. Like, I'm sure I've had eggs in things, of course, but, like, yeah, just, like, eat an egg. Haven't done it in a long time. Okay, door activated.
What's that thing like the Chalooza or whatever? There's like the part, like the strand that connects the yolk to the white.
Chalooza sounds like a Taco Bell item.
There's Cholula. It's like a type of hot sauce.
And chalupa.
Chalupa, yeah, chalupa's great. It's like
what's a chalupa? It's like a deep fried taco.
Yeah, it's like where the shell is like deep fried. Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. You know what? I think I had one time I went to
yeah.
Taco Bell had like a new item, right? So I went and I got one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happened. They like made it for me wrong or something. I don't remember what the deal was, but when I went back, they gave me like 3 of them, you know? And then I felt bad because they gave me like 3 of them to make up for it.
Yeah, but they're all wrong.
Well, no, it was that I ate one of them and was like, oh, this kind of made me not feel very good.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want the other 2.
Man, Taco Bell, like, I you know what, though? It's just Taco John's is like 10 times better than Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Like, I went to Taco Bell recently, and I'm looking at the menu, and, like, I'm, like, getting nervous. Like, none of this really sounds good, but, like, I gotta order something. There's people behind me, and I came to Taco Bell, but, like, none of this sounds very good.
Most of Taco Bell, I think.
And I got, like, a 7-layer burrito, and it just wasn't that good.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, ugh.
When I go to Taco Bell, I just get the quesadilla nowadays, and I think that is really good, and it never makes me feel bad or anything. Like, it doesn't make me sick to my stomach or anything like that.
When I go to Taco John's, the taco I get, or the whatever, is, like, really good, and their potato olays are really good. So it's like, just go to Taco John's.
Yeah, Taco John's is way better.
I wanted to give Taco Bell another try. You know what? They had that quesalupa that I thought it was really good, but by, like, the 3rd one I got, I'm like, this is not fucking good. And then I'm like, I feel like I just ate, like, I don't even know.
Oh, it sounds like you were at the drive-thru when you said there were people behind you.
Yeah, there were. Yeah, I was in the drive-thru.
And were you already at the... You were, like, already...
Yeah, I was at the window.
At the window
I'm
with
like,
the person?
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, just give me a second. I'm going to pick out something I want. And I'm just reading everything, like... And it's like their menu is just, like... They don't have anything. It's all, like... I don't know. It's just not for me.
Okay, I seem to have come down onto this... Do we drop down here? Is that what's going on?
They don't have, like, a delicious burrito with... like, rice in it. Rice is good in burritos. You're not a rice burrito guy, are you? Or are you?
No, I don't like rice in a burrito.
I want beans and rice in that motherfucker. But it had, like, refried beans in it that I got that I'm just, like, I just don't like.
I do like refried beans in
like
a burrito.
Bean paste.
I do like that in a burrito.
I didn't like it. It had nacho cheese and refried beans.
See, nacho cheese, that's where Taco Bell always loses me. With every new fucking food item that they have. Yes. It's got this, and I'm like, yeah, and nacho cheese. And I'm like, why? Why?
And you don't like sour cream, or have you just never tried it because it seems gross?
It seems gross.
I feel like it's what is that?
Oh.
Oh, it's a smart gun. I feel like there's no way you wouldn't like it. It's got a cool flavor.
I don't like Cool Ranch burritos. Or Cool Ranch Doritos, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't really like,
I'm trying to not buy Frito-Lay products right now because they treat their workers poorly.
I don't really like,
That's right. I'm a sock dem fuckface now.
I don't really like, spready kind of stuff. Or like, I like a lot of my food to be pretty dry, you know? Like, I want the meat to be juicy, but other than that, I don't really like there to be another wet thing on the food. I think I soft locked.
What about queso sauce?
In a quesadilla, that's good.
Like a white queso sauce?
Yeah, in a quesadilla.
Like, what if you got a chimichanga? You got a chimichanga? It's kind of like a burrito, but then they just deep fry it. It's like a deep fried burrito,
okay.
And then they ladle over some queso sauce on the top of it.
Yeah, no, I've not had that. I think I soft locked. Cause like this elevator went up, and it looked really weird when it went up. Like I wasn't supposed to see the bottom of it, you know?
Yeah.
And then now there doesn't seem to be a way to get it back down.
Oh.
Where am I?
What if you press the
map?
button again?
It's already activated, and pressing the button doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, I think we got a problem here.
Alright. Don't do that again.
See, there it is up there.
Oh yeah, it just went up and then stopped.
Alright. Load the game. I don't want to do this level again. I want to beat it, though. Sour cream is great with jam on waffles? Sour cream on waffles?
It doesn't sound bad, because sour cream is so fucking good. I could see it being good on I like pierogies and dipping them in sour cream.
What I'll tell you though is what's the best jam for waffles or pancakes, do you think?
Blueberry.
Me too. Gotta go with blueberry. It's the best.
Boysenberry's pretty good.
I don't know if I've had boysenberry.
But I'm thinking more of syrup, I guess.
What the hell is a boysenberry? You know, strawberry stuff often kind of gives me a stomachache, but that's usually strawberry flavored stuff. If it's actual strawberries, it's probably fine. You know, a strawberry is a fruit that I can eat. I can take a strawberry and I can eat it. They're pretty good.
I think strawberry is the only fruit that has the seeds on the outside of it too.
They're cause yeah, most of the time fruit I don't like how it like feels, you know. But strawberry, it's got it's got an okay feeling to it.
Yeah, blueberries are good, but they can have bugs in them. So like I'm always really like anal when I'm eating blueberries because you have to like check everyone to make sure, because like, when you pop it off, it can be bugs like crawl inside.
Oh.
So when you pop it off, there could be a bug in it. It's crazy.
Do you remember when we got like nachos at a Mexican place that might have been like Taco Bell or Taco John's or something, and there were like gnats in them?
Yeah, there was Taco Bell. It was funny too because I always complained about going to Taco Bell because when I was younger I really didn't like it, and it was probably a bad thing to do because I think my parents kind of relished the fact that I didn't enjoy it, so they like to go there even more. Which it's probably not true, but so I was complaining about having to go there, and I just always got the nachos because it was just like chips and cheese, and like I could tolerate that. But then one time I got it, and there were like gnats in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And my dad was like, "You shouldn't order the nachos."
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, hilarious. You're what's even the word?"
It's
like
very
your lack of empathy.
Right, it's
for
very
your child.
Yeah, it's very unhelpful to someone who's like upset about there being fucking flies in their food.
They didn't want to come here because they don't like anything.
To then make a joke that it's their fault.
They could get had bugs in it, and just like it's your fault for not liking the other items or whatever. They had taquitos for a while that were really good. I guess I should have got the Cheeserito plain.
Yeah, right. That was my go-to item.
They sell those on the dollar item. It's just called like a cheese roll-up. It's just like a tortilla with cheese on it rolled up. That's what a Cheeserito plain was, I assume.
Yeah. Dude, remember Zantigos, though? When Mom would bring home cheese Cholitos?
No.
From Zantigos?
No, because I probably just didn't partake.
Oh, dude, those things. Like,
I've only been more of a fan of Mexican cuisine recently because and it's from going to like an actual Mexican restaurant. My problem was just like being exposed to Taco Bell and nothing else. Just thinking Mexican food wasn't good because it's just like the shittiest version of it's like Mexican American. It's like Americanized Mexican in like the cheapest way possible to make it.
Yeah, it's like McDonald's of Mexican food.
Right. It's like you don't like cheeseburgers. Haven't you had a? You don't like cheeseburgers because you've only had a McDouble. Right.
Well, so
dude, sometimes I crave that though, but like McDonald's meat tastes weird. It's got a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I used to sometimes get I would get a craving for McDonald's.
I do,
right?
Yeah.
It's not like that I want a burger. I want McDonald's.
Yeah,
right?
It's like the weird seasoning and the fact that they like press the burger and cook it from both sides at once or whatever the fuck.
But you know what though?
I don't even know if they do. That's how they did it when I was 15. So
you know
20 years ago is how they fucking made them.
Yeah, you know what started happening though was that the McDonald's here is next door to a Wendy's. And so every time that I got a craving for McDonald's and started going there, I would go, you know what? I'll get Wendy's. It's right there, you know? And now I haven't had McDonald's in like years.
Yeah, I recently had a craving. Someone at my work was eating chicken McNuggets, and I went, man, that sounds good. I'm gonna go get some chicken McNuggets, and they were so unsatisfying. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, these aren't even good. This is exactly what I was craving, and they're not even fucking
good. Oh, you know what I'm starting to realize is I don't really like fried chicken if it's not spicy.
Yeah.
Or not even spicy necessarily, but like it's got to have something to it, you
I think
know?
it has to be dark meat.
Yeah, first of all that, right. Dark meat is so much better, but also like if you just gave me like
sometimes the dark meat's too dry a little bit. It's like, imagine if this was fucking white meat.
Right.
It'd be horrible.
If we're just having like fried chicken though, man, like you know, I don't really like it as just that, you know. It's got to be like at Popeyes it's spicy, right? Or like
yeah. When you say fried chicken though, are you talking about with the bones in it and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think I just fell down there.
And so
I like the thigh the best, but you gotta like rip the hip out of the socket when you're eating it, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird when you're thinking about like the anatomy, like what the chicken was.
Yeah,
like.
I don't like to think about it.
I know.
But what
I'm thinking about trying more plant-based meat.
when
Trying like the Impossible burgers
oh
and
yeah.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like partly because probably for ethical reasons, but like it's like not a ton because like
Oh yeah.
because you'd have to like it's kind of like what we were talking about before where it's like so what are you going to do, go to a restaurant and get the Impossible burger for ethical reasons meanwhile they serve mostly regular meat? It's like the same thing, it's like the thing we're talking about. But just because I think I should try to eat more plants.
Yeah.
And I don't need to eat a bunch of like meat byproducts like cartilage and
Right.
fucking like skin ground up in it.
Dude, Nicole got spaghetti and meatballs from Broadway recently with like, you know, plant-based meatballs, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what the brand was, but I couldn't tell the difference. She thought it might be real meat because it was so like meaty, you know?
Yeah.
Meaty. And so I went over there, you know, and I was like, yeah, I'll check it out, right? And yeah, I had some of it and was like, yeah, I couldn't tell you whether this was fake.
Yeah. Like fucking falafel.
But then she went and got like the same brand of meatball from the store and made it, and it was like the same, right? Like it was what we got from Broadway.
Oh, good. I was hoping you were gonna say they weren't as good, and I was wondering if they just like cooked it in like the same pan that they cooked the meat in or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you're like getting the meat flavor in it, and it's like why even get the vegetarian meatballs if they're just gonna cook it in fucking animal fat anyway?
Right. But no, it was just like that, and it was like holy shit, the fake meat is like pretty.
Yeah. You're approaching the last few sections of the bone chip. Beware as your informant leads us to understand that the queen has been building a nest. Make sure that you clear the main chamber of any threats, so we may remove the dead pilot for study. Make sure you fire your pulse rifle to let us know you have begun the level.
Yeah, at some point we might have to like start. I mean, it's pretty late now, you know, but
oh yeah, what time? We can stop if you wanna. I know you wanted to do your run today.
oh no, I don't have time to do that today.
Oh.
I have to start like right at 10 or 11 to do that.
Oh, I guess so.
Oh, I just had a Discord notification, so I was checking it. But it's a bit late to say it now, but yeah, the strat is to switch away from the pulse rifle before you end the level, it seems. So that doesn't happen. The flamethrower does it too, though.
I think all the weapons do it.
Yeah?
I think you just switch like the pistol.
I didn't notice it early on in the game, so I wonder if maybe the pistol doesn't do it. I don't know, though. But yeah, they probably all do it.
I mean, these guys get like stun locked.
But yeah, as I was saying though, I just haven't had McDonald's in like years now. Oh, this is just the bonus room again, I think. Because there's a Wendy's next door. How can they compete? You know?
Yeah, it's Wendy's. Yeah. I mean,
Speaking of which, I haven't had Wendy's in a while either. I should go there.
oh my God, Arby's no longer sells potato cakes.
I know! I went to Arby's the other
Me
day.
too. I asked for potato cake.
And I asked for potato cakes.
She said, "I'm gonna break your heart.
Mm-hmm.
We don't serve potato cakes. We do have crinkle cut fries." So it's like, yeah, are they as good as the curly fries? No. It's like, what am I gonna do? I haven't tried the crinkle cuts.
Yeah. So, well, you know, that's the thing about Arby's,
It could
though,
be
is...
really good, but like, they already have the best fries.
Right. At least the curly fries are still good, and you can still get mozzarella sticks, right? But man, the potato cakes were, you know, now that they're gone, I think they were my favorite.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, have you had the hash browns from McDonald's?
No.
It's like not even the same thing. They're good, but it's just like, how much can you fuck up a hash?
Actually, yeah, I have had their hash browns, come to think of it. Because the last time I had McDonald's, I think it was breakfast.
They're kind of like, they're like as shitty as you can make a hash brown, which isn't very shitty.
Mm-hmm.
But like, potato cakes were like the best you can make them.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I had McDonald's was at an airport, and it was really good because it was like breakfast and it was on an airplane, you know? So it was like I got my fucking McDonald's, and I well, not in the airplane, but I was at the gate, right?
Yeah.
And you know how it is when you're at the gate and you're like, oh, I'm here, you know?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Oh yeah, it's a big relief to be at the gate and waiting for the plane, you know? Because I've had it where I had to jog through the airport to make my plane, you know? And that sucks. You get there and like the person in front of the gate is like packing it up, you know? And you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
That sucks. Oh man, but then one time there was a Qdoba at the airport. So I got like this giant Qdoba burrito, you know, but I didn't have really time to get it, but I got it, you know. So then it was like straight onto the plane.
You like walk right to the bathroom and knock on the door. You're like, hey, just to let you know, you're on a time limit because I'm about to eat a Qdoba.
But yeah, so then it's like I sit down on the airplane, and you know, and everyone's like, oh, we're in these cramped seats, you know, but I'm just like, now I got this big fucking burrito, and I know that the person next to me is so jealous, you know, because they're
watching you eat it like as slowly as humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
And what tiny bites.
What are they gonna get? You know, they're gonna
look at this guy. He can't even handle this burrito.
And
then you probably didn't finish it.
Oh God, no. You know, and so then yeah, what are they gonna eat? You know, it's 30 minutes after liftoff, you're gonna get your packet of pretzels, you know,
right,
and your half a cup of Coke.
I know, like, what are they afraid of? I'm sorry, we can't give you a human-sized serving.
The funny thing about the drinks you get at an airplane is that it's like, if you just gave me the can, that'd be great. But instead they give you like a third of a can in a cup, and the cup is so much more spillable than like if you just gave me a can, you know what I mean? It's like, here's your very spillable cup, and what do you have for a cup holder? You've got like a half a centimeter dip in your tray in front of you that moves, you know? I don't know. It's fun. It's like, just give me a can and put some fucking cup holders on these seats.
Wonder if this was the.
I'll pay 50 cents extra on my plane tab ticket to just give me a can of pop. But no, you have to pay $1,000 extra to fly first class if you want. I flew first class once.
Why? Because it was all they had?
Yeah.
Or did you get a discount because it was all they had?
Yeah.
So they charge you coach price because they didn't have coach?
Yeah. It was some like booking thing that happened, and it was for a work flight, and so yeah, I just got first class for free. It was pretty sweet, you know, the seats are big and comfy, and they gave me champagne and orange juice before the takeoff.
A mimosa.
Mimosa, yeah.
Jason Mimosa. Yeah.
I texted someone about it, like a picture of it. Like, they gave me champagne and orange juice. And they texted me back, mimosa. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? And then that was it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. Years went by before I learned that, oh, that's what that is. Dude, orange juice is fucking great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's so good.
It's almost as good as apple juice. It's the second best juice.
Oh, I'll take orange juice over apple juice for sure.
Maybe. I'm an apple juice guy. Alright. We're at the throne of tyranny here. Blessings upon the throne of tyranny.
Oh, you don't like the airplane toilet? I kind of like going to the bathroom on the airplane cuz it's so
Have you ever had to shit in it?
You know, I don't think I've ever had to poop in an airplane. I don't think so. It might be one of those things where it's like your body just doesn't do it.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
like when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Your body is like, okay, we're not gonna advance the shit down your intestines while you're sleeping.
Right. Exactly. And like this, it's like you're on an airplane, pooping is not an option.
Right. Your body just knows.
What
is am I playing Mario 64?
Yeah, so wait, was this the bonus area? I don't remember it having a middle room. Oh yeah, but where were we now? What were you? Something about... Oh, yeah. But, like, I like the little bathroom in the airplane. It's like a tiny little chamber for you,
Does it have the blue
you know?
water when you flush?
Yeah. And it's like the thrust of the flush is, like, pretty crazy, too. It kind of sounds dangerous, you know? But, you know, I got that, like...
a thrusty flush.
I really, as long as it's only for like a short period of time, or I haven't, you know, I'm able to get out. I really like being in like a little place for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Like I should get like a coffin to sleep in, you know.
It does seem comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like King Diamond does.
Does King Diamond sleep in a coffin?
No, but he tells people that.
Oh yeah, right. It's like the joke is that he sleeps in a coffin, right?
Yeah, people also say his house doesn't have electricity, and he just has candles all over.
Yeah.
It probably came from the real thing where he used to read the lyric, like do his vocals by candlelight.
Yeah. I should oh man, maybe I should try to adopt something like that next time I have to record vocals. They're not really the same though, you know.
They're not haunting.
Right. It makes uncontrollable noises that sound like they could kill you. The toilet sounds like it could kill you if you were
Oh, it seems like I should save.
doing something wrong.
93 200.
Yeah. 200 armor. I like it.
I'm gonna go to the right this time.
That seemed like fewer presses. But yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, is this one of those games where like you can't go like down hit? You have to like go down hit. That always drives me that's like one of the things that instantly makes me very annoyed. Oh, here we go.
The final task is at hand. It ends where it once began. You must succeed.
Oh. Yeah, one more fire that pistol off.
That's it.
Or rifle off. Uh-oh. Oh, we're getting the boss music too.
Oh, there's a queenie.
Oh yeah, the boss that was at the end of chapter 1 and the end of chapter 2.
This is chapter 3 too.
But yeah, one thing, like, if you want to make me, like, instantly and constantly frustrated by your video game and make it feel like an absolute pain in the ass to play, make it so that when you switch items, switch selections in a menu, there's a slight delay before you're allowed to confirm your new selection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't just go down, down, circle. You got to go, like, down, down, circle, right? Oh, boy.
This doesn't seem really like much of anything.
Fucking, that was one of the things in Fable 2 that drove me. That's another one of the things about that game that just drove me absolutely nuts was...
Yeah, this isn't much to speak of.
Yeah, that's been this boss, just kind of... This is how it was the last 2 times, too.
Looks cool.
I mean, you might... Oh, it looks awesome. You might have to switch weapons, though.
Yeah, burn these up.
That smart gun out. Oh, yeah.
I wonder if she has iframes between every shot.
But yeah, the whole menu system in Fable 2.
What does she even do?
Just...
Give her projectile or something.
Yeah, like, I can't tell if you're supposed to be... Oh, something hit you. Maybe it was just a corpse. Yeah.
I killed it.
Ooh, the hypo pack.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Metal up your ass. Alright.
Man, that song "Hit the Lights" is really fun on drums.
Hit the lights. Yeah, Lars used to have ambition when he wrote drums.
Mm-hmm.
He's just lazy now.
Oh, Paul got a new guitar again.
Cool.
Yep, that's that.
Yeah, man. I wanted to like record. We should record like a rap song, but like we should play like live drums. That'd be fun.
I don't know if I'm funky enough. Did Mortal Shell have that with the menus? Yes. Yeah. Oh God, Mortal Shell with the fucking menus. That game had it where, like, it had multiple tabs for the menus, you know? But every tab had, like, a second-long transition to get from them. So you had to, like, pause and wait for the screen to menu. And then go tab right, tab right, tab.
Yeah.
Now you're finally on the fucking thing you wanted to look at. Like, oh my God.
I remember like playing my fighting game. So I would like, you remember the bench we had, the long bench?
Yeah.
I would like kneel beside the bench, and I had clay.
Mm-hmm.
And I made like little dudes out of different colors of clay, and I'd have them fight.
Yeah.
I remember going like, fight, and like with my hands like fucking like showing like what the text would be doing on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I remember doing that. Violence, figure fighting. I've told you about violence.
Okay, yeah.
The game was called Violence Figure Fighting.
Uh-huh.
Because I made little figures of clay.
Figure fighting. I like
Violence
yeah.
was the name of the game. Violence.
Yeah, like it sounds...
I was a kid.
It sounds stupid.
It's stupid. It is stupid. But like, I can't even be embarrassed by it. I was a stupid kid.
And when you're a kid, I mean, it's a cool sounding word that starts with a V.
Yeah. Violence. Figure fighting.
And then it had some alliteration in the subtitle. Like,
I wanted to make my own games.
it might have been stupid, but it showed promise.
I wasn't allowed to have video games, so I created them myself. No, we had video games, but we didn't have like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Look at that frame rate on that chip.
Yeah.
All right, she's entering hypernetic naptosis.
Naptosis? Hang on, is the word nap like short for something like that? Like, what is a nap?
I don't know.
Oh
shit! What so what? They brought one with them. All right, well, we finished it.
Yeah, there you
Dash
go.
and I have finished Alien Trilogy.
That was that.
It got a little tiresome at the end, but it's fun. It's a fun game. I would recommend it. I would recommend it to an Alien/Doom fan.
Definitely, yeah. I think this was a fun game that I
Your childhood fighting game was Iron and Blood. Oh, that's a real game? No, Violence Figure Fighting was the game I created. That was nothing more than clay figures ramming into each other. But I made it up.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right.
Well, that only took 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Yeah. Here's me.
Oh, Mia
Here
gave you a
comes
little head
Mia.
bonk.
Well, yeah, with that done.
Yeah, maybe I'll head home and start up a stream of something.
Sweet. And I'm thinking maybe I don't know what to start because Metroid Dread comes out in 2 days. So I don't know if I can start a game now, you know? But I'll think of something. I'll probably transition the stream over to something else.
Yeah.
And think of something.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I should just do Mario 64.
Yeah, dude. But all right. Well, thanks for watching Alien Trilogy, everybody. This was a fun game to revisit, and I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was pretty cool overall.
Yeah.
All righty.
Now I'll get out of here and quit bringing up subjects that are
Charged
subjects.
Mm-hmm.
Like whether or not.
All right. I see you guys later.
Bye.